What is going on, people? Welcome back. Only Facts Sports. The question's coming from DBC Heavyweight Boxing. Will you show Moses Itauma versus Mike Balagan? Yeah, well, we're not going to show the fight, but we are going to be here watching it. That's why we've gone live. I specifically wanted to go live for this fight. As you can see, the sofa is half empty. Do you know what I'm saying? Need I say more, blood? Do you know what I'm saying? Where is Shane? That's what everyone wants to know. But Shane's on his way still. He won't be. He'll be here pretty soon. And we've gone live just in time. I said to Shane earlier, I reckon about 8 o'clock we're going to be seeing the Itauma fight, and that's where we are right now. Ravage in the chat, Wild Bridge. We saying Ravage, my brother, and I'm still fuming about that Europa League final. But Arsenal's women won the Champions League, blood. You know what I'm saying? So Arsenal are European champions, blood. Where's my parade? I'll be there, blood. You know what I'm saying? #shameless. I'll be there celebrating at the women's parade. You know, like that. But yeah, we've actually seen two knockouts already in the last two fights. We've had two stoppages. I'm hoping that continues. I don't know if we're going to see a stoppage for Josh Taylor Essuman. That looks like one that probably go the distance. But Itauma up against Balagun, you would expect Itauma to be knocking my man out. Itauma, friend of the show, friend of a friend. I don't know him personally, but my brethrens, I've got a couple friends from Kent. They know Itauma, say he's a really good guy. Obviously, half English, half Slovakian. I see a chat of him. An interview of him this week speaking Slovak. That was mad, bro. I ain't never seen no light skinned looking man with afro hair speak Slovak before. But there you go, blood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And Itoma's just coming to do his ring walk right now. Predictions for this fight, predictions for the main event. Do you know what I'm saying? I think this is a fight to see if Josh Taylor is really, if he's still got anything left. Josh Taylor, 34. He's going up against Usman. Usman's 36. Kind of, if Josh Taylor loses this, it's the end for him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. So Barclays Heritage is back in the Prem. Big up Sunderland. Yeah, bro. I was just talking to the girl that I'm dating about this. I was just saying, like, Sunderland. She used to live. Did you used to live in Sunderland?
Like Durham.
Durham. She used to live in Durham.
Wow.
So she's got. I don't really like the Northeast, but she's got a soft spot for the Northeast. So who would you back in Sunderland versus Newcastle?
Definitely Sunderland.
Sunderland over Newcastle. Over Newcastle, really? You just like the underdogs.
Nah, I worked there, and it was like
No. You're getting too much airtime. Just saying, man didn't ask you for an interview. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're getting into a life story, blood. Is Sunderland or Newcastle? Do you know what I mean? All right, cool. Say no more. Shane's texting me, telling me to go live. I'm already live, my bro. He texted me, telling me what to do. Nicholas in the chat. Wagwan. Yes, Nicholas. What are you saying? I know you're here back in the Battle of the Light Skins, innit? I know you're here back in Itauma. Nicholas, you look sly half Slovakian as well, blood. I don't know if that's your background or not, do you know what I'm saying? But you could pass for Slovak slyly. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think we'd be expecting, lots of people talking about Moses Itauma as a sort of, the next British heavyweight up there with Wardley. For me, Nicholas said light skins forever. That's Nicholas, He's shameless in the chat. So light skins forever. He's a child, bro. I know in this light, I look kind of light skinned in it, but I'm brown skinned. You know what I'm saying? There's no European blood in me at all. Do you know what I'm saying? If you see me on the roads, do you know what I'm saying? I'm more black than this lighting would suggest. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, in terms of Moses Itauma, I don't know, man. I don't like he's very, very good. Big, strong, could knock people out 100%, entertaining fighter. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I really can't speak to where he is in terms of like world level and that sort of thing. I just think heavyweight boxing is entered a bit of a dry spell right now. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got obviously I've got the audio turned down. Is Itouma sitting down in this corner? What's going on here? Okay, there's no problem. I thought there was a problem or something. He was looking injured in the corner, but he's just sitting down. He's sitting on his stool. Is this kind of weird? Moses Itauma sitting down on his stool while they do the intros before they fight. That's a little bit peculiar, especially because he's the younger man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Moses Itauma is only like 20 or something like that. So he's the younger guy. So he should be up. He's going up against Mike Balagan from Maryland. Do you know what I'm saying? Shout out my Baltimore people. And Mike Balagan's been around for a minute, so how old is Mike Balagan? He's 41. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying about Moses Itauma and how Queensbury Nicholas said he always does that. Say no more. Look, we've got to go to the light skin panel to tell us how you light skin man do. Us black man stand up when we're about to fight someone, but you man lay down to fight someone. I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? You man do that. But yeah, like, you know, Moses Itauma, like I say, very talented, but I need to see him against. I need to see him against bigger names, man. I need to see him moving through the ranks a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are talking about world titles and those kind of stuff, bro. The last knockout he had, the last fight he had, he blitzed Dempsey McKean. But who's Dempsey McKean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see you beat someone that's a name. Do you know what I'm saying? Nicholas said either spots or squats down before he gets introduced. So what do you mean spots? What does that mean? Is he on his period? What do you mean he spots before? What does that even mean? Where's Shane? Excellent question. Where is Shane? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Where's Shane?
No, bro. Kurtz is asking in the chat, where's Shane? But I don't know, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Man are not taking their profession seriously. Do you know what I'm saying? But there you go. Now, Shane's on his way still. He'll be here. Let me just put up a little overlay saying Itauma versus Balagun so people know where we're at. Slap that up on the screen. Yeah, Shane will be here soon. Oh, he either sits down or squats before. Okay, cool. Into round one, straight away. Who's gonna take center ring? Who's gonna land first? Itauma, good body shot. I guess we need to see these types of fights. You know what it is with Matoma, yeah? It's Matoma. You know what it is with Itauma, yeah? He needs rounds in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, pause, but he needs rounds. Do you know what I mean? Like, just going in there and knocking man out first round don't do nothing for you, because when you come against an AJ or you come against a Wardley or whatever and it gets into the mid rounds, what can you do? But he's southpaw right now. Some good body shots early, 3 body shots, nice and early. Don't really see that many heavyweights go into the body. Do you know what I'm saying? We see, Ajit Kabayel's really known for them body shots in the heavyweight division, but not, he moves really well. I want to see what he's like defensively. I need to see him go up against someone that's a little bit dangerous. I want to see him win, but I want to see him go up against someone who's just got a little bit of danger to him so I can really gauge where he's at. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, Mike Balagan, Itauma's probably going to take this to middle rounds. Big left hand. I tell you what, Balagan wobbled by that left hand. It was Balagan tries to throw his own left, but bro, he was closer to hitting me than he was to hitting Itauma. That was way off. Balagan missed another hook again. And again, Balagan looks so bad that it's difficult for good left hand again. Balagan's down already. He's down. 90 seconds into the fight, he's down. Itauma's landed a couple of left hooks and he's gone down straight away. Balagan doesn't even know where he is. He might just get the count because the ref is going to know that Itauma needs rounds. But it seems to me that Itauma can really stop this fight whenever he really wants to. And it's just not going to do him any good in the long run. We need to see him in there with someone a little bit more game. Balagan coming forward, but missing pretty much every punch. And now Balagan's so scared of the power, he don't even want to come forward. He's missed everything, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Man like Balagan, bro. Man like following Balagan, bro. Straight out of Arsenal's academy. What a joke thing, bro. Ravik said probably running through a black thing. That's why he's late. Fucking hell, you, bro. Jeez, man, I got no decorum on this on this chat, you know. No decorum. Another good left hand from Itauma. Balagan, 41 years of age. He's in slightly better shape than Martin Bakoli. I see Bakoli say it's too early for Itauma to fight him. That's a fight I want to see, man. That's a fight. Someone that's like, even a Jared Anderson, someone that's like, a little bit washed, maybe a little bit easy, but like still a good name on the record. Do you know what I mean? If I told you that there was a up and coming heavyweight coming out of Britain that just beat Balagan and Dempsey McKean, you're gonna say, who's that, bruv? But if I tell you there's someone up and coming 20 years old that's just beat, I don't know, who could I say? Jared Anderson and Martin Bakoli, you're going to say, okay, you know what? They're not top guys, but yeah, that tells me something about this young man. Do you know what I'm saying? Round one done, and yeah, bro, Balagan already on his backside, blood. As soon as he got hit, that's heavyweight boxing for you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The southpaw, difficult, decent mover, difficult to hit. It's a long day for man trying to fight Itauma right now. I'm not going to lie, but I do want to see him. I do want to see him move through these names a little bit more I have if one said I have Taylor as my last leg of a 13-leg parlay. Should I ride it out? Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem. Like, what Josh Taylor are we going to see? Where's his motivation at? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you'd expect him to be beating Osman, to be fair. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Osman, but, Osman, he's only lost one fight, bro. He's only lost once. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't want to be responsible for your bread. Do you know what I'm saying? So, going into round two, shout out Brian Miner in the chat says Moses looks fit for a heavyweight. 100%. You'd expect that though. He's 20. Do you know what I'm saying? So even though he's a heavyweight, he's 20 years old. Like this is pretty much the fittest. Oh my god, he's down again. What a right hand that was. A pull counter right hand from Moses Itauma. Bro, that was the first punch of the round. They were bobbing on their feet. Balagan back on his feet again. Fair enough to Balagan. He's going to earn his money here by getting up again. But Itoma's just hit. I'm going to have to message my boy Jack. My boy Jack, shout out to Jack. And now Balagan just releases some punches. It's just no tech. He's just turning it into a street fight. Ravage, you got money on this fight. What bet have you got on? Oh my goodness, he's done. What a right hand that is. What a right hand that is. The ref waves it off. He's been down more times than Bonnie Blue. It's only been 4 minutes, blood. What am I seeing? Balagan just threw all the tools out of the kitchen. He just flung his chin. He flung his chin at Moses Itauma, and Moses Itauma said, "Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, bro. I'm glad I went live for this because that was it. Fight's done." Balagan looks upset that the fight was stopped, but big man, you were on the floor 4 times. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he was doing MMA, but Itauma was boxing, and Balagan was doing UFC. Blood, he was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I'm saying? He's laid on the floor like a crab. So. Let's go. I swear down, I had this second round knockout. Look at that. Look at that, Alice. Oh my days. See it? Man's cashing out, blood. Yeah, cash that money out, bruv. Boom. They kind of exchanged right hands as well, but Balagan, yeah, he didn't commit to that right hand, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't put a ring on it. He didn't commit to it at all. He kind of just left it out there, but he didn't believe in that at all. He did not believe it. You see that right there? That's why when I meet these Americans and they start saying, I'm from Baltimore, my nigga, I'm from Maryland, bro, we don't care, bro. I just see a man from Kent lay out a man from Maryland. Like, what are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? He got sent to the nether realm, blood. He was knocked out before he hit the floor. Bro, his spit is still in the air. His spit is still in the air. Carl Frampton's face is just in shock. He can't even find the words. Do you know what I mean? Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. But look, again, like I said, for Moses Itauma, Ravage, and the rest of you, let me know, who do you not want to see Itauma fight next? Because for me, I feel like I need to see Itauma fight someone that has credible wins on their resume. Even if it's a Zhang who's washed, even if it's a Jared Anderson who's washed, even if it's a who else is there? Even if it's a Bacoli who's like semi, are you washed? Maybe like you're not really washed, but you're showered. Like you're not fully washed, but you're showered a little bit. You're bathed in a river, like that, but not fully washed. Like someone that's got some credible wins on their record. That for me, then I need to see something. You know what I'm saying? Ravage saying for you it's Bacoli. Bacoli makes the most, especially in England. Like man, know who Bacoli is, innit? But has Bacoli given the best account of himself? Like because the problem is I can see Bacoli lose it. I can see Itauma beating Bacoli, and then man saying, "Yeah, but Bacoli's trash. Look what he did in the last fight against Joseph Parker, etc., etc." Like I want Moses Itauma to start getting some wins that he's gonna get credit for. Because at the moment, this win here don't really move him in it. Like we know he's a top heavyweight prospect. He's still a heavyweight prospect. He's not really moving forwards as such. That being said, because he's knocking people out so quick, he can fight 2, maybe 3 times in a year because he's just moving through, man, bro. Pause. He's just moving through, man, on a madness. AB talks football. He's saying, my bro, what's good? What's good? You here? Did you see the knockout, AB? Do you see the knockout? That was rude. Brian said, who do I think next for Ortiz Jr.? I would have really liked to see Ortiz Jr. fight Boots, but I think Boots has got a lot of work to do at 147, especially with the 140 guys coming up. There's potentially more money in easier fights. So that's the problem. Ortiz Jr., 154. who's at 147 that's moving up? Aren't there fighters at 147 that are moving up soon? Do you know what I mean? Those guys are obviously going to be like the logical kind of guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's at 147? Let me have a look. I wouldn't mind. Obviously, we saw. I don't really want to see him fight Stanionis because I've already seen. I already saw him fight Madrimov, and that's kind of, it's not the same, but very, very kind of similar. Does he fight Devin Haney? Maybe. Does he fight? You know, there's some good fight. Jack Catterall, maybe. I don't know. For Virgil. I don't know. There's a lot of good fights for him, but Virgil, because of his style, he's gonna be avoided, man. A lot of men are gonna try and. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to try and duck Virgil because it's a long day, and he's not really commercial just yet. So I don't know. It might not generate. It's a risky fight and not really going to generate too much bread for man. So, did you see that Canelo was sparring Boots, bro? We actually have a whole segment about that on our podcast that came out yesterday. It was the last thing we spoke about. I think Shane's going to put that out as a separate video. Shane was reading into it. He was like, is this Canelo preparing for like Crawford? Is this Boots preparing to fight Crawford in the future? Shane had a lot of interesting ideas about it. When Shane gets here, definitely Ravage, bring that back up because I know Shane's got some points about that. But that is actually one of the things we discussed on our podcast as well. Amy Talks Ball said, absolutely filthy. It's time for Moses versus Bakoli. Get a name on his. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said, bro. Because obviously the knockouts he's been dishing out to man have been serious. But it's against these kind of nobodies, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Dempsey McKean and Balagan are just Mike Balagan are just not going to move the needle in terms of your career. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like potentially, like, you know, Bakoli, maybe a Zhang is a little bit past it, but Bakoli, Jared Anderson, you know, them kind of man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We'll see what Dillian White looks like. I wouldn't even be so. Do you man think Dillian White has enough to upset the apple cart? I guess there's no point for Dillian White because ultimately he's managing Wardley in it, so it's better for him to just let Wardley fight Itauma and then just make bread off that. He can make money off of Itauma without even fighting him, so that makes more sense. Do you know what I mean? But who else is there if not Bakoli? Who else is there potentially for Itauma to fight? Jared Anderson is a scrub. I don't want to see that fight. Yeah. I was thinking about heavyweights that's got a name, like a decent name. Like AJ's finished. Tyson Fury's like Fury, AJ, them man are like too big profile. Like Fury, like them, it's not going to be one of them. So we've got to go the level down. Do you know what I'm saying? Joseph Parker is going to be waiting on a world title shot, so it's not going to be him. Chisora. Would you see Itauma against the Chisora for fight number 50? Dave Allen. Could we see a Dave Allen Moses Itauma? Do you know what I mean? He's a man's a soft. Jared Anderson is slight soft. I'm not gonna lie. Don't think Warren does Wardley versus Itauma unless he has to. I'll be real. Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's got to be. Do you know what? He's probably going to try and eye up some unification fights. Do you know what I mean? Like if one of them can pick up a belt, and then the other one can pick up a separate belt. Do you know what I'm saying? Once Usyk retires, they can go pick up belts on separate routes and then go and do a unification thing. Do you know what I'm saying? That makes the most sense, but it just means that we may be robbed of that fight if I don't know. These man, to be fair, Wardley's kind of old, isn't it? Like for a prospect, like he's a heavyweight prospect that's old. So, you know, he'll probably just try and clear out his division. He'll probably be more on it. Like there's no point trying to save it for anything else. But I'm just seeing the highlights of this again. Bro, the first punch, yeah, every time Itauma touched man's chin, yeah, he just wanted to hit the floor, bro. Which is not even a disrespect because Itauma hits hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a long day. That right hand was rude there, man. Now we need Chisora versus Allen. That's fight number 50. Proper boss. Like, bro, I was live ringside VIP seats for the Joe Joyce versus Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora. Yeah, that was the big upset, bro. Bro, Chisora, yeah, what a guy. Like in terms of watching fights live, Chisora just always brings entertainment. Always, do you know what I mean? They're saying that Balagan threw more punches than Itauma did. I struggle to believe that. 50 punches thrown versus 43. I just don't believe that. But 50 punches thrown, 6 landed. You're landing 12% of your punches. That's poor. what I'm saying? Like, man punched up all of the oxygen in the arena and couldn't land a punch. Fake stats, bro. 50 punches, bro. He didn't throw no 50 punches. What are you talking about? And he landed 3 power punches. When on his gal before he flew to England, because that didn't happen in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you man are counting stats from before he came out of the dressing room, because them stats don't make no sense to me, bro. But there you go, bro. The era, remember, yeah, man, then for you man that's British, yeah, remember there was a time when any time a British heavyweight stepped in a ring with an American heavyweight, it was a long day and man would just get moved to, yeah. And now American heavyweights are dead, bruv. Like, what's happened to these man? Them man need more GMO in their food and that. You know them Americans, they don't really eat normal food, innit? They eat like a little bit of food mixed with plasticine and diesel and all kind of foolishness in their food. Do you know what I mean? Because them man, I don't know what's happened to them. Del Boy and his Farage fanaticism is mad though. Guess that's what getting punched in the head does to you. I hear my door go. There he is. I thought so. I heard my door. I was just like, bro, I heard my. You just missed Itouma, you know.
How did he win?
Bro, he dropped my man like 5 times in 2 rounds, bro. Every time he touched him, my man hit the floor.
The thing is, the opponent, his level of opponents hasn't been good.
The man them is saying that it's got to be Bacoli next, because I said he just needs a credible name. He needs a name that has some credible wins on their record.
The thing is, Dempsey is worse than what.
Do you want to get your breath first before you get...
No, I'm good, bro.
All right, send him.
Dempsey is better than who he fought today. I literally don't understand why that was the.
But Frank used to do this with Anthony Yard, and then what happened was
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Frank Warren used to do this with Anthony Yard, and then what happened was when Yard stepped up to Beterbiev the first time, he wasn't the Kovalev the first time. He wasn't being moved through. He just jumped. It was a mad jump. Like, there was times when he thought he was ready. Then he went down opponents before he went up opponents. Right. So I'm like, bro, for you to start mixing it up, you don't want to mix it up with the Usyks and the Dubois and stuff for now. You're probably 12 to 18 months away from that. But in that, I need to see you beat a heavyweight that has other good, credible wins on their record.
I think the way Wardley's being moved is actually much better.
Well, these men are saying that they don't think that we'll see Wardley versus Itouma for a long time, if ever, because obviously they're both under Frank and he's going to milk one of them before he milks the other one.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think Itouma might be someone who he preserves because he's so young. I think the heat behind the Itouma or the speed behind the Itouma before was, can he break Mike Tyson's record? Now that's no longer in the air anymore. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
50s. I was just asking what happened to these Americans. So you're looking for your popcorn?
I'm looking for, where's that?
Is it in the pass it? It's in the bag. It's in the thing. I was asking these man, asking the chat, why is the
Thank you very much. No, thank you. I do.
On the thing you got the crisps should be on the chair.
Yeah, still.
Why is America not producing? What's up?
Where's the crisps?
No, he's got it.
Oh, it's fine.
Why is America not producing heavyweights? 50 said these Americans would much rather play basketball or American football.
You have to understand, ever since Sugar Ray Leonard, the money's been at lower weight classes. So they're still producing top fighters, but the money's been at lower weight classes. You've seen that for Sugar Ray Leonard.
I was saying that there was a time when, for British boxing fans, watching a heavyweight that we loved in Britain fighting and step in the ring with any American. As soon as we saw that British flag and that American flag, it was a long day. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we were just going to get bantered. It was going to be poor. Now, in the last few years, who are you, man? Like, you man are just sending over your Mike Balagans, your Jared Andersons, your Deontay Wilders,
Sorry. Deontay Wilder is actually...
Ravage in the chat. Sorry to cut you. So Ravage in the chat just said, did I just hear a Scouse accent or am I bugging?
Let's move on.
Yeah, go on. You might have.
Deontay Wilder, by far, 100% by far, is the most successful American heavyweight. And I think the discredit that he's got...
What do you mean the most successful?
In recent times, I mean.
Oh, okay, fine.
People discredit him. He's actually had a successful career.
Of course, he's like AJ. He's had a more successful career than his talent warrants.
But I just feel like people go where the money goes, innit? And it does have a lot to do with other sports, basketball, NFL, etc. But a lot of it just comes down to the fact that in gyms now in America, if you're a certain size and you're a certain if you're a certain size, instantly they push you towards boxing if you're like my size or even Nick's size. But if you're bigger, they'll push you towards another sport.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And just because there's money. There's money in the lower weight classes.
Someone said no money in colleges for other sports, plus you don't have to get your head caved in for it. Soft use. But
it's not even, you can't say that. You can't say that because before Sugar Ray Leonard, in between Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson, how many, and you can't even say Sugar Ray Robinson because he never made large sums of money. How many superstars were there in boxing in the lower weight classes?
when?
Between Sugar Ray Robinson and Sugar Ray Leonard, how many American superstars were there in boxing? And you can't even say Sugar Ray Robinson.
None. All heavyweights.
All heavyweights.
Yeah.
From Sugar Ray Leonard, look how much you've had. Roy Jones Jr. I mean, the list goes so on. It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And it's just because people go where the money is.
But at that time we were talking about, there was good dance partners. There were several top tier heavyweights that could all fight each other, and that's where the money was. It wasn't just one or the other. Do you know what I've done with Canva, by the way? Wait. Yeah.
That's cool. Still, have you? Oh, you done? Oh, yeah, I know you done.
Yeah. But yeah, Wilder being 218 at heavyweight is crazy. Yeah, it's all upper body as well. 'Cause he ain't got no legs.
Not necessarily, because that's about 4 pounds heavier than lighter than Usyk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts.
But
Why?
I got some bad boy news. I can't say it on camera yet,
Oh, fuck it.
but I'm gonna tell you off camera, bro. This week's show, you guys tune into this week's show this week.
Speaking of this week's show, someone did ask, facts, 3 of the 4 kings were American, facts. Someone asked, did you see Ravage? He said, yo, did you see Canelo with sparring boots? I said, bro, we've got a whole video about that coming out. It's on the podcast already.
It's coming out. I've literally just finished the short script today.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It might come out after this, or in fact, I'm gonna have to do it. In fact, if this Josh Taylor fight isn't a good fight, like the fight isn't worth a reaction, then I'll just put that up.
Yeah. So we're gonna, that video will be out after this fight, hopefully. So, but yeah.
We also have a Premier League wrap-up show coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that.
And who do you want to see fight Virgil Ortiz next? What's happening
I
with
can't talk about that.
Oh, is that part of what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my days. Okay.
This Virgil is between the news that I just got is about Virgil, Devin, Teo, and Boots. It's probably one of the most credible sources that I could possibly have as well.
Breaking news, bro. Breaking.
I'll tell you off camera.
Official news. See what I'm saying? Only here on Only Fact Sports. You already know this.
I'll tell you off camera.
People saying Itauma fighting bums, bro. At the end of the day, who are them man fighting? Them man are fighting to pay their bills. Don't worry about Itauma. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he needs to get moved progressively, but he's 20. Do you know what I'm saying? Like who's anybody else fighting at 20? He does need to get moved forwards. Queensbury do move their fighters a little bit slow. Match them a little bit more, but happy to throw man into the fire. But
the thing is,
but also you got to look at it and say, okay, they've got somebody who's 1 fight, 2 fights max away from world title fights. Let's push this guy forwards. This other one, let's leave him for a few. Do you know what I'm saying? So
and plus,
man are saying, is there a tournament coming, blood?
No,
confirmed nor denied.
Nothing about a tournament.
Go on, Frank. You were going to say Frank.
Frank doesn't really do big signings either. Like. And any day you can see Eddie sign, I don't even know, bro. You can sign anyone. You know what I'm saying? Frank tends to get a guy from young and build him forward.
Yeah.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
I have a hypothetical question. If Ward fought Bivol at 175, who do you think will win?
I've been back and forth with that for years.
I'm leaning towards Dimitri Bivol. That could be recency bias. I'm leaning towards Dimitri Bivol.
Tough one. I think if it was Ward...
I've seen Ward lose to Kovalev.
No, he didn't.
I've seen Ward lose to Kovalev.
He lose that fight.
Lost the first fight for me.
No, Ward won that. So, but it'd be a great fight. I'd probably say Beterbiev beats Ward. Ward beats Bivol. I'm not sure.
I think Prime Bivol smokes. Not Ward. Kovalev.
Oh, definitely. But I would say though. He's always at a disadvantage because Prime Ward was at 68 still.
True.
The guy that beat Kesler, the guy that beat Froch, the guy that beat Abraham, bro, that was even Saki Obika. That was all at 68.
Why was Itauma not necessarily the co-main? Because we moan whenever there's co-main, not whenever, sometimes. But this is the kind of example where Taylor could have maybe Mike Balagan isn't a big enough name, but like, why is he underneath the next fight? The next fight is someone making a pro debut, and they're the top of the bill.
I think what it is Moses Tom was added to this card quite late.
Okay.
So I don't think he was actually supposed to be on this card.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, but because I think he was supposed to be, if I'm correct, he was supposed to be on the Wardley
card.
Wardley Miller card.
Yeah, which is
but that got then pushed back.
Okay.
So he still had a date in mind, so they just pushed him on that one. I think. I could be wrong though.
What happens next if Canelo loses to Crawford? Well, the immediate thing that will happen is a rematch because there'll be no money for Canelo outside of that.
Facts.
But that's a good question. That's a very good question. That is a very good question.
I think regardless, he fights Jake Paul. I think
Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think regardless, he fights Jake Paul. If he loses to Crawford, he definitely fights Jake Paul. If he beats Crawford, he probably still fights Jake Paul, but there may be somebody else he might fight.
And it's like, is him fighting Jake Paul a professional boxing match or is it an exhibition? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that depends on how he feels after those Canelo
fights. If he loses to Crawford, the money for him versus Jake Paul will be so big because people can actually see a way in which Jake Paul can win.
Yeah.
If he beats Jake Crawford and he washes him up,
you think he can beat Jake Paul, Canelo?
100%.
Even with his body
100%.
breaking down the way you think he's breaking.
100%. 100%. Jake Paul can't fight, bro. Not well done.
Big guy. Much more bigger. What's Jake Paul naturally? 190? Between 190 and
190 and 200.
Walking around. And Canelo is probably a natural 168 walking around.
Maybe 168, 170.
170?
170. We're in between that.
He's not 175. You can see that, to me, I can see his physical strength. Granted, now we're realizing his body's breaking down a bit, but his physical strength.
He weighed over 175 fight night against Bill, though.
That's what I'm trying to say. I can see that his physical strength doesn't translate to 175, so it's not a natural thing. That's why I don't see him walking around at 175.
I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Not naturally. You know what I mean? Well, he might need the Mexican beef, but there you go. Allow this Jake Paul talk, man. That guy's one cracker. Bro, not if you.
But you asked me what do I think is going to happen.
There's money in it.
What do I think is going to happen? I feel like that money. If Gervonta Davis was swayed to fight Jake Paul and he's fighting at 35, that mean that money's big in it.
I don't think that's swayed. I don't think that's swayed. I don't think that's swayed.
Of course it's swayed, bro.
I think it's easier to sway. The reason I've not a good argument. It's easier to sway Gervonta Davis than it is to sway Canelo.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Let me tell you why it's not. Because Gervonta Davis is more afraid. He's more of afraid than Canelo.
That's why he made it an exhibition.
No, but the fight isn't even announced.
If they do, we already know it would be an exhibition.
But it still leave his over.
I hear you, but it will be an exhibition. It won't even be counted as. I hear you. But you know what I'm saying? Like Canelo,
Gervonta Davis is still on this Floyd brigade where he wants to look like a G, bro. He would do everything in his part. This guy doesn't want to fight Shakur. So why the hell would you want to fight?
You don't look like a G then. You're ducking Shakur. Bro, you are ducking two men who are not even knockout guys. You're ducking Shakur and you're ducking the rematch with Roach. And they're not knockout brothers. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're not serious.
But that means the money must have been big enough for him to be willing to take a risk.
No, because he's already looking around. Like he's already looking for.
But Jake Paul's a bigger risk than Shakur and Lamont Roach, bro.
Not in an exhibition. I don't think.
Are you mad, bro? This guy might get knocked out, bro.
Not in an exhibition,
bro. You ain't getting knocked out by Roach or Shakur, but you might get knocked out by.
You got knocked down by Roach.
Yeah, but you're not getting knocked out by Roach, bro.
You never know. Is Bivol Paterbia 3 happening? Nope.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. What are you talking about?
How you know?
I think they just Eddie Hearn just said it's been signed.
Eddie Hearn also said that about Ahmed Aliyev.
That's signed as well.
We're waiting.
But Ahmed Aliyev's fighting next week, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Who else is Bivol gonna fight?
I don't know.
Of course it's Bivol.
I want Bivol Paterbia 3.
They said that's next. They got
my guy Paterbia.
They got a contract for it, so
fair enough. Do you guys think Canelo did beat Triple G in the first two fights? The first fight I thought
Canelo might have won the first fight. The second fight, I thought Canelo won.
Yeah, that's how I had it. First fight was a draw, yeah? Yeah. The first fight was definitely Triple G. They gave it a draw.
It was a good fight.
Good fight, yeah.
The first fight was a good fight.
Yeah, really good.
I can see why they gave it to Canelo because Golovkin took the last 2 rounds off, which he shouldn't have done.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think the third fight was definitely justified. That was a great trilogy as well. We ain't really
Like the third fight was shit.
There's a great overall trilogy. The whole
The first two fights were amazing, though.
It's still crazy to me. Shout out to DWCRM. We need a snappier name for that. It's still crazy to me that we're in a time where people are talking about Jake Paul versus Canelo. Bro, that's what it is.
But we saw Francis Ngannou versus unified heavyweight champion of the world. I mean,
Francis Ngannou dropped Tyson Fury in the first round. Dropped him. Tyson Fury specifically. If Francis Ngannou dropped AJ, that's different. AJ is regularly dropped. He's a come forward fighter. He's lost a few times. Tyson Fury undefeated and seen as of that top crop of fighters at the time, the best defensive fighter. Do you know what I mean? And
he was the best heavyweight at that time.
And still dropped in the first round.
I think second. But
first 2 rounds. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. It's money. It's bro. Do you know what, bro? Like I said, if you've been following boxing long enough, this has always been a thing. This isn't a new concept. This has always been a thing, bro. Man has seen Freddie Flintoff and Jamie Carragher try and get boxing licenses. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
you've seen the greatest fighter of all time in his 50th fight again on his pro debut. That's the facts, bro. The greatest fighter of all time.
He's a great fighter. What's up?
Right.
Oh yeah, of course. Greatest fighter of all time.
People will say that, innit? I would say that.
Yeah, it's up there. They're taking a long time to get to this Collins versus McGregor. This is actually the longest break we've had between any of the fights. Maybe it's because Itouma smacked my man up in the second round, isn't it? So Jake seriously can't believe he beats Canelo.
It does.
It don't matter. Logically, even if he didn't, it don't matter. Jake is shameless. He lost to Tommy Fury. Jake is laughing that no one else on the planet, not KSI, not anybody else on the planet, could lose a professional boxing match to Tommy Fury and then go and make 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, whatever million fighting Canelo. Nobody. There's not another human being on the planet.
Resume is scatty, bro. It went from Tommy Fury to Mike Tyson.
62-year-old Mike Tyson.
To then Canelo.
Yeah.
Well,
but who else can do that? Live. Who else can do that? Do you know what I'm saying? And some dickheads will be live covering it on their YouTube channels.
Like us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, everybody in the chat. Let's get the likes up as high as possible.
You setting a like target? 20?
Let's see.
They smell strong, boy.
What, the pork cocktail? Trust me.
Shout out Brycey. Yes, you man. Love the channel. Finally in the carded members class in my boxing gym. Okay. You fighting, yeah? You got a fight coming up? Andrew Green, the resident hater. What you saying, my guy?
How's Portmore United doing?
Never mind Portmore. Arsenal won the Champions League today. No one going to talk about that, no?
Name me one Arsenal woman football player.
Leah Williamson.
No, you never heard of him.
Leah Williamson. That's our captain in our centre back. Baller. Academy product. Signed it.
She's not a baller still.
She's a baller.
She's a baller for a woman.
Nah, don't do that. She's actually a player.
But obviously, when you say baller,
yeah,
you mean that she's a baller for her standards.
You could say that. But obviously, when I'm watching her play football against the people she's playing football against, she's beating them. It's like if you're a heavyweight champion in a shit era, you're still heavyweight champion.
True. I'm not saying
Leah, I'm backing you, Leah.
I'm not saying that. Well, I can't talk about.
We won the Champions League, get it? Only English team to win it twice.
So you're gonna put your hands up and say you support England women more than England's men. I mean, Arsenal's women more than Arsenal.
I support Arsenal Football Club. I support our under-9s, man. I have a parade if our under-9s win. I don't give a fuck, I'm shameless.
Bro, speaking of parade, bro, yesterday.
Oh my days! I spoke to Deluded as well. He said he lives in them ends because he posted a video. Yeah.
My brother walked through the Tottenham parade saying "F Tottenham, United all the way."
Shout out Mac. Mac said facts. Big up the women them, 100%. Name 5 of the gal them. Leah Williamson, Beth Mead, Chloe Kelly. I'm not making it. Chloe Kelly once scored the flipping goal to win. She's from Ealing. She's from West. Excuse me.
Go on, play. Cool.
Do you know what someone said about you? Someone said Shane's probably running late because he's running through them black gal.
That's funny.
That's what I said. I said, yo, where have we got to on this show?
That's funny.
Where have we got to?
Bro, it's my fault, innit? It's my fault. The truth is, yeah, I wasn't. That definitely wasn't what I did. I wouldn't be here tonight.
Put the chat to sub only. It gets rid of a lot of the bots. I didn't even know how to do that. Do you know how to do it? Maybe I got to do it on YouTube rather than.
Yeah, but
It's fine. It's fine.
But either way, I don't want it to be just subscribers.
Yeah, because we were trying to grow it in it, so we might get new people. We've got the ring walk coming from McGregor. Is it bad, yeah, that because his last name is McGregor, my gut reaction is to not like him?
Is it bad that I just don't like him because I don't like the haircut?
What's wrong with the haircut?
I don't know, man.
You're jealous of man that put gel in their hair. That's what it is. The other day, Shane see me putting gel in my hair, yeah, in my butt. I was putting gel in my. He was like, "Yo, I ain't never seen a black man put gel in his hair."
No, I said I've never seen a yard man put gel in his hair. I've never seen it.
You think John Paul put gel in his hair?
Never seen it. Still.
Do you think Lamont Roach lost to Davis? No,
I thought he won.
I thought he won. I think I had him winning by 2 rounds, especially if you consider possibly 3 if you consider the knockdown. Even without the knockdown counted, in my opinion, he won. So with the knockdown, he clearly won. Nick, you have never watched the women's game by choice. You did that for a gal. No, it's not. That's not true.
That actually might be true. You know?
That's not true.
That actually might be true.
That's not true.
When did you watch it?
I didn't watch the game today. No, I actually didn't watch the game today.
So how you talking about bro? If Arsenal men's was in the Champions League final, would you have watched it?
Well, why we being...
So then my point is, you don't really support them.
I watch them sometimes.
The most important game.
I didn't have the channel.
The most important game is.
I didn't have the channel.
You'd have found a way, man.
I didn't have the channel. Probably didn't score. You didn't let me finish, Andrew Green. I was going to say, when England won their last major, was it the Euros or World Cup?
I don't know, fam.
Was it the Euros or World Cup? Whichever one it was, Chloe Kelly scored in that final. She was playing for Man City at the time. Arsenal signed her. And she was playing for Man City. She was having mental health issues. I'm not even battling.
Your seats, though.
No, it was dirty, so I wiped it. It's nothing mad. It's just water. It's just water.
Richard, I don't know what you've been.
I knew you were going to say it. I literally knew you were going to say it. I literally knew you were going to say it. I knew that. You saw me wipe it down. I knew you were going to say it when you walked in. The man got the mask. He's got that. That's kind of lit still. He's got like the Mortal Kombat mask. You know the Mortal Kombat thing. That's actually wavy.
Yeah.
If you were going to walk in, you're going to say none. But if you were going to walk in as like a fictional character, who would you walk in as?
Baron Somdi.
Who the fuck is Baron Somdi? Who's up?
He's a voodoo character. He's a god of death.
Voodoo character.
Yeah. Trust me, man.
Is that what you want to deal with?
Yeah, but it's part of. You've seen Baron Somdi, bro. You've seen him. If you type in Google, you see him.
Man working with the gin. That hairline is holding on for dear life. Keep putting the gel in there. We'll speed it up. My thing's okay.
Things all right.
My thing's okay.
Things all right. Man wants.
Here's what I'm saying. You're a resident hater. You only come here to hate,
bro.
It was on YouTube on the Zone. That's disgraceful. Man didn't even watch the game. It was on YouTube.
Bro, you're a big time liar, fam.
I was watching AFTV. AFTV was live. I was watching AFTV.
Yeah, no. It doesn't make a difference.
Like Robbie and Ella and them lot, there was on AFTV.
Speaking of AFTV, you found out who that gal is yet, bro?
I ain't, you know. I need to ask Christian. Christian knows who she is.
I need to find out who that gal is still.
I need to ask Christian.
Man, I was watching AFTV, yeah, a couple of weeks ago when they were doing a live watch-along, and there was one gal in the background, fam. And I phoned Nick. I was like, Nick, you know this gal is in the background, bro. I need to find her.
Look at West Side. You man looking to get on a 2-man after this.
Bro, I should block you for that, fam. What kind of
looking like you got a who's running PG?
Bro,
West Side.
You're moving wild.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we do actually. We're in the process of
Nah. We're not in the process, bro. We're not in the process of that, bro. We're in the process. Nah.
I fucking hate you, look at that.
We're not in the process, bro. Listen, you know what? Yeah, we're in the process.
On topic quickly. Did you see the video of X cooking KG?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Bro. Because I'm with X not all the time, because I chat to him all the time and that. I don't normally actually laugh at his content. That video sent me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That video, when he called him Dillian White Castle, I was done. That was mad, bro. That was actually funny.
Still.
That
whole video was funny.
That whole video was funny, man.
Still.
Everyone's saying pause, yeah, pause that up for real. But we will have a second channel coming, by the way. That's not sport focused. There's more for this type of nonsense.
Conversations, not this type of not.
Have you seen the notes? Have you seen the notes?
Not yet.
Ricky was putting some mad. Ricky was like, "How much stuff can I put in the notes?" I was like, "As much as you want." He's putting bare stuff.
Swear
He's
down.
like, "Fuck the government." And all that. I was like, "Yo." I was like,
Hey, you know what?
You're
Yeah,
white as well. Like, if you're fuck the government, what am I? Like, is
You
that
know what,
Sonny
yeah,
Edwards
I
in
was-
the corner again? Oh, bro, yeah, this guy might lose still. Sonny Edwards in the corner. So good.
You know what? Yeah, because it's Ricky, bro. We could do some dope content.
That's what I.
We could get away with doing some dope.
That's what I thought as well.
Because I
Yeah.
thought we won't get away with it if it's us team.
100%.
It'll be a matter of time.
My boy
before it-
Ricky's white, innit? So we can get away with
Yeah,
certain
trust
things.
me.
Like, you know what I'm saying.
I'll just flip him with his face saying some of the disgraceful things that we want to say.
86,000 seconds for that last guy to send him away. Yeah, bro. You should be on a ban for that, bro. Can I put Westside on a ban? Put user on timeout. How long can I put him on timeout for?
You just banned him. What did you do, bro?
I meant to put him on a timeout. Now Westside come back. Wait, how do I change it? I know what I did. Westside come back.
Days, bro. This guy's a big time idiot, bro. I don't even know how to do that.
Let me try to.
What is this guy doing, bro?
Let me try to.
Hit the like button and subscribe button. We got Nathaniel Collins in the it's not a pro debut.
I thought it was on the rundown. It said it was.
Nah, bro, I can't believe you've done that, bro. Man, put the man on timeout. It's 5 minutes. You gotta wait 5 minutes. He'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, Westside, you're back in 5 minutes. Nick is an old man, I swear.
Bro, this guy's an idiot, bro. Why would he do that?
Bro, everyone is saying pause in the chat and that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's mad.
No,
bro.
but you said a few things that's worth a pause.
It's my channel.
Yeah, but bro, it doesn't matter. I should put you on timeout, bro. Some of the things that you've said.
Man will unsubscribe if it's just you talking for 5 minutes.
Bro, you can't. You really want to do this?
You always
really
do
wanna do this?
So the boxing, we're about to go live for boxing.
Because if we check the numbers before I came on stream, I'm the star, bro. I'm the star.
You're the channel.
I'm the talent. He's just a great host.
Round 1, Collins McGregor. WBC vacant silver featherweight champion. Bro,
Can you read?
brother, I'm not used to seeing belt names that long. That look like a Nigerian name. Yeah, I'm a slight old man, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
But this streaming our teams new, bro. Like someone just told us on the live we did when we were talking about Amarin out, in or out, about we can put polls in the chat. There's like bare shit.
I knew you could put polls in the chat, but I didn't know how to do it through stream. I know how to do it through YouTube.
Yeah. Collins versus McGregor now before we get into this bro, the way these two men look British, yeah, this has definitely got 12 rounds, bro.
Trust me.
Written all over it, bro.
Them man are fainting without even throwing, bro.
Well, you see the way that Balagan was fighting Itauma, yeah, he missed bare punches, bro. He was throwing left hooks, yeah. Like, you know when you throw a hook, but you don't believe it's landed, like.
The only Balagan I know is the one that used to play for us.
Yeah, that's what man was saying in the chat. Following Balagan from Canada or America or something. Collins looking to kind of push the action. McGregor trying to get on the counter punches.
Right, he's going. I was gonna say a mad thing. He's with this part of his anatomy. He's going in heavy, bro. Can't say he's going in heavy with his head. That's a why, fam.
That's a madness, bro. Ref, you're not gonna get involved. Some of the refereeing tonight, bro. The amount of elbows and forearm pushes I've seen.
Sometimes these referees are lazy, fam.
Lazy, they only work for 35 minutes.
You know who that guy looks like? He looks like Jim Gray. The referee.
The referee does a little bit. What does that say?
But that's Jamaican language. I don't even know.
United. It must be United facts being split on Amarin is why the club is dead. Fires blood clot.
Fam, you're dance with that sentence. That is a born dance.
That's definitely United. Yeah, he's definitely trying. You don't stay with an idiot gal just because you don't know if the next one is gonna work out. That's if you read that comment and didn't know he was Jamaican, you would know he was Jamaican. Like if I just read that comment out to you and said, what country is this guy from?
Trust me, that is a true statement.
Have you seen the white guy that pretends to be Jamaican and asked Jamaicans for advice?
He's actually Jamaican.
Nah, I'm sure he's not. He's not. The guy. Maybe you're talking about someone different. The guy I'm talking about is not Jamaican.
The one with the black hair. He's got brown hair.
He's got brown hair. Yeah.
He's got glasses. He's kind of skinny.
Skinny. I don't know if he's got glasses.
He wears that sunglasses.
Yeah.
He's got a beard.
Yeah.
He's Jamaican. Bro.
I've seen him rap and do interviews. And he's talking with like a.
He was born in Jamaica and he went to America when he was
Oh,
young.
fine. Okay, fine. Got you. Feel like Itauma ain't ready for Bakoli. I feel like Bakoli's not ready to step on the treadmill. Itauma should beat him purely out of like endurance.
Well, if you lot watch, what's his name? What's his name? Who we just saw? Bakoli. If you lot watch Bakoli's Instagram, yeah, bro, it's so mad. This guy is a big time fussy fam. Man's whining in his Instagram, with no clothes on. Just a sumo wrestler style, bro.
Do you follow him?
Yeah.
I would have unfollowed this club, blood.
I would if I should still.
Kurt said they always put a fight that goes 12 rounds in the co-main event. Man, them forgot Jamaica isn't a race. 3 of our national heroes are white men. I didn't forget that. I just literally thought that particular man, not because he's white, I've seen him do, like Shane said, he's born in Jamaica, but he don't naturally talk with a Jamaican accent. I've seen him on podcasts and stuff, and he's got a full-on American.
And let's keep it real. One of our national heroes was born in Jamaica still, just to let you know. One of the people that you're talking about. Manley, he was born in England. So, just to let you know that still. Obviously, you should know that already because you're Jamaican. So,
Karani James. He's not Jamaican.
He's from Grenada, yeah.
He's like the only national hero that we've got.
No, these national heroes have nothing to do with sports. These national heroes have everything to do with the founding fathers of America kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm reading, guys. Are the kind of guys to click on spam links and lose their bank details and say it could have happened to anyone. He's talking about Lex.
I can't lie. We need to get Lex on more often, but
Lex is a big.
We found the American. No, they're United tie. That's what we found,
bro. Lex is a big time pussy, bro. Because I've been asking him, to do content on YouTube for like.
He does YouTube though. F1.
Yeah, but he's not committed to it. Like even then, he does a video once a month for something. Do you know what I'm saying? And F1's a little man thing anyway. But then after we did the show, he messaged me WhatsApp and was like, that was good fun, mate. Like we got to do that regularly. I was like,
he tried to send for me, but he doesn't understand, bro. I was actually quite reserved. If I was really loading up a clip for him, bro, it would be binds, fam. It would be straight binds, fam. Like, even when he was just trying to send shots, I'm like, bro, you got to be qualified to try and diss me, bro. You got to be qualified.
Let the record show Shane didn't have this energy when Lex was here live, but that's okay. Rabbit said I saw...
Because he was a little fish, innit? He's a little fish, fam. Them man, they can't chat to me when it comes to verbal exchange, bro.
Are these guys on mute? Us?
Can you not hear us? Let us know if you can hear us. Ravage or whoever's in the comments. Let us know if you can hear us.
I saw something on Twitter saying that Turkey's interested in buying Millwall. Who came up with this bullshit? Did you send me that?
No,
someone showed me that.
Still.
Yeah. Someone sent it to me. Maybe it was Ricky. Nah, we're not muted. So I don't know. 50. Who you talking about?
No, I don't think he paid his bill, fam. You need to pay your.
No, it's me.
Nah.
50. You're trying to sabotage the team, bro. You're actually trying to sabotage the team on the level.
But yeah, we're watching this Collins versus McGregor fight.
Bro, when there's when there's two white British man, unless it's top tier boxing, I'm just gonna chat to the chat about something else because these man, you know what these men are on, bro. They're gonna have one finish, 2 shots of Sambuca and scrap it out like you just chat to their missus on the road.
What's the live for next week? What live do we have next week?
I think next week we're off.
I hope so because I got something to do.
Caleb Plant, I slapped that one in there on a last minute thing.
Okay,
Caleb Plant in Vegas.
I could potentially it's going to be early in the morning.
It's going to be early. So the rundown for the next couple of weeks, we've got Caleb Plant next week in Vegas. Then the following weekend after that, the 7th of June is going to be a madness, bro. We've got Wardley versus Justice Hooney, sorry, in the UK. Then we've got later on that night, East Coast, we've got Davis versus Santos.
Like 3 a.m.
And then Sunday midday.
So that's like 7 hours later.
We got JL Pattaya. So that whole weekend is long. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to try and get Monday off work and ask my boss if they'll give me Monday off work. But
who's your boss?
Me. That's what it is.
Boy. I ain't got that privilege still.
Yeah,
I'm
Steve.
still enslaved.
I was gonna say you still work for the white man.
Trust me.
Yes, people. We saying you own your masters, but you still got the slave master's name.
Nah, bro. I'm Chicken George right now, fam. I'm fighting for freedom. Bro, that was a great left hook.
I've
Bro.
seen that. I don't think you knew too much about it, you know. Yeah.
Oof, that left hook was disgusting.
Is Lex seriously hammering in, or is he just trying to build a fan base? I promise. I promise you, the last person that cares about building a fan base is Lex.
This guy was talking crap. He was saying, "Oh, there's been a systemic problem." Did you know what he's like? Yeah, let me tell you.
I know exactly what you're about to say. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
We might get cancelled, man. It's been
great. When George Floyd died, yeah.
Oh,
and then you had them black people that were like, "Yeah, man, it's a bigger problem than just this individual police. We've had this problem within the system of America for years." That is what. Is that
facts or not?
That was facts.
Okay, just.
But he was like, you can't just blame these two individuals. These two individuals don't represent a. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he is one of them type of people still.
Do you know what it is with Lex? Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, Lex is a professional sports coach. Not in football, in basketball. So he's a top basketball coach in his day job. So he has a natural bias towards not saying let's sack the coach, because obviously he himself is the coach.
Man,
so
said he would have kept Ten Hag. He said he would keep. He probably would have kept Moyes.
If he kept Ten Hag, though, he would have won the final.
Probably. He might not have got to the final, but would have probably won.
Yeah, true. That's facts. That is facts. And then Bilbao probably would have beat Spurs. Probably. So either way, for me as an Arsenal fan, Ten Hag in blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just what it is.
Cameron just flopped the base, bro. That man.
He don't want the job. I'm in some money.
Man, them were like, "Oh, you lot are just acting in emotion. You can't just act off emotion straight away. You and your wife could be calm at home, yeah, and you come home,
good left hand, and
you come home and you see your wife just getting plowed by some next man. Are you not gonna act emotional, bro? Are you just gonna be like, let's think about this. Let's see what systemic problems got us to this point. What did I do that made us get here? Is that what you're gonna say? You come in, you open the door, everything's all rosy before you open the door, and as soon as you see your wife is getting plowed, you're gonna be like, oh, what did I do to get here? What systemic problem did happen for me to? Did I not make up the bed? What happened? Am I gonna question my actions?
Maybe you didn't thump it right,
bro. He's moving like he would like we have to try and break it down with chemicals and figure out with like Einstein's theory how we got to the point of where we lose in finals to Spurs. At the end of the day, bro, I don't really care how. You just need to go at the end of it. I don't really care how, bro. In the words of Andrew Green, bro, you're staying with a dead gal. You're staying with a dead gal.
Because you don't know where you can get next.
You don't know where you can get a next piece of gal, bro. That's a pussy old mindset, fam. Can we swear on this?
Well, we've done it a few times already, so we'll find out. These man scrapping it out, coming towards the end of round 3. Do you guys think Jai is legit? Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
It's a real deal. Him versus Zerlo's got to be the fight that I want to see, bro.
The difficulty is Cruiserweight, and I don't know why. Maybe Shane can tell us. Shane's the journalist, but maybe Shane can tell us why Cruiserweight is just never the glamour division. It lacks the gloss and the shine of heavyweight. But like people, it's this. But you would think the obvious answer is heavyweights are the glamour division because they're the biggest, they're the most likely to get knockouts. But still, people prefer light heavyweight to cruiserweight.
Heritage. It's heritage. It's heritage and lineage.
But even casuals prefer light heavyweight to.
Because the prestige and name behind cruiserweight's a very recent division.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But a casual won't know that.
No, but it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same prestige behind it.
But how will a casual know that? We're going inside.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the same prestige behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters who can fight at cruiserweight, they will either try their best to make heavyweight like a Wilder, or they will try their best to make light heavyweight because that's where the creme. That's where it is. You know what I'm saying? That's where the prestige is.
Yeah.
You know, and you look at Belly, bro. He killed himself to make 75.
Yeah.
Just because of the prestige of 75. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing United lost. We keep papering over them cracks.
Bro, there's never a good thing losing to Spurs, bro. That's like you having a rough relationship with your wife, and then you coming home and seeing, bro, and you coming home and seeing her getting plowed, and you're saying, well, maybe it's a good thing that I got cheated on, because
no, it's not saying maybe it's a good thing I caught her. That better than them. She's getting thump up, and I don't know. Maybe it's better that I caught her.
Fam, for me, ignorance is bliss, fam.
If your guy was cheating, you don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I'll
You.
keep it so real, bro.
If
I'll keep it so real. It's not my.
keep
It's not my front.
your thing.
It's not my front. So you could do whatever you want to do with it. I know what I'm doing with mine. You know what I'm saying? As long as I get mine, I'm covered, bro. You know what I'm saying?
wait. I was typing the overlay, so I weren't listening. So you don't care if your thing's getting beat out by
It's
next
not
man.
my front, bro. It's not. I can't. I would never lose sleep over another person's actions, bro. Never,
Even if it's your wife.
bro. I'll never. I just know you weren't my wife in the first place. We'll just be done. I won't lose sleep over it, though.
But you're still paying rent on the yard. Maybe
No,
like a
bro.
picnic.
No, bro. I put my. I'll never be in that situation. My man's getting pieced up. McGregor's on his.
McGregor went to his knees, bro. I lie, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Is that counting as a knockdown? It is counting as a knockdown.
The punch did land, to be fair. A punch did land. McGregor tried to wrestle his way out of it and went down. So that's why I think that should definitely count as a knockdown.
Man was literally doing up Bonnie Blue, bro.
That's why I've always referenced that.
Yeah, I know.
Vidal versus Jai would be a great fight. Not
Bro,
just yet.
McGregor's on the ground again. I think it's over, you know. The writing's on the wall. You said 12 rounds. This ain't even going to make it to 5. The writing is on the wall, fam. This is...
Say it's where we got British man stopping British man like this. Okay.
The writing is on the wall.
Let's see Collins
What
get the body shot. The towel came in. Just like last week, the towel came in, but it didn't save the fighter because he was down already. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so,
well done. That was a good performance by Collins. Still, he actually looked good in the stoppage.
I don't think Vidal's ready for Jai just yet.
Just yet, he might not ever be ready for Jai. There's a few levels between what he's been fighting at and flipping Jai off the title. There's a few levels between.
Kurtz wants to see that fight,
bro. Kurtz has got. Who's that guy? What's that guy's name?
Adesanya.
That tells me he's a UFC fan, so he don't really know about boxing like that. So I forgive him. I forgive him, innit?
Bro, I just did the flipping visual for this for Collins McGregor. It's done already, blood. You know what I'm saying? So
Collins wins. In
this is gonna sound dumb, yeah.
Fashion.
In the last fight, I feel like I don't understand the difference between KO and TKO because in the last fight, yeah, Itauma starched my man, yeah, but the ref counted and then waved it off. Yeah, he weren't getting up. He'd been dropped like 3 or 4 times. They gave that as a technical knockout. Why is that not a knockout?
Because the referee didn't count to 10. He waved it off.
I'd be vexed.
Why?
Because I'd want a knockout.
It counts as a knockout. It still counts as a knockout.
On the record, it will say TKO instead of KO.
It will still count as a knockout, though.
Yeah, of course.
On your record, it will still say knockout. Doesn't make a difference.
On your box rec though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say knockout.
Okay, cool. That's what I wasn't sure about. So I was like, I'd be vexed, but I'd be like, ref, chill, bro. Just say 8, 9, 10. Give me my knockout, bro.
Nah.
Let's see the second knockdown. But that's what I'm saying about British, man. He just threw better punches. He missed punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, and punch 4.
To be fair, what McGregor's tried to do is smother a lot.
That's what I said. That's why I said I would count that as a knockdown. 1, because a punch landed, and 2, because you've tried to smother it and tried to kind of wrestle him out of it, and then ended up going down. Do you know what I'm saying? So this Taylor downfall is crazy.
Definitely. I mean,
yeah.
To be fair, he went from being an undisputed champion to losing to Jack Catterall twice and Teofimo Lopez. So to me, he needs to win this fight. Like,
yeah.
So his argument is that I stayed at 40 for too long. But I don't feel if he looks bad in this fight, then because Ekow Essuman should be someone you're brushing comfortably. Do you know what I'm saying? Should be someone you're brushing comfortably.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it will be. I mean, I've seen Ekow Essuman fight for a few. Like he's easy to get to. He's easy to drop. You know, not easy to drop, but he's been dropped. He's been dropped before. He's been dropped bad as well. And as I said before, like this guy, like I'm not really a big fan of him. Still,
Josh Taylor.
No, Ekow Essuman. I've interviewed him like, a couple of times still, and he's not really my type of person. Still, not
in what way? Flash that out for the man then.
Bounty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying like.
But you're.
Chokai.
I was gonna say something. Fucking.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say like see man that come from countries that don't have such a strong.
He's from England though.
Hold on. You see man that come from countries that have because I didn't know what flag to put, so I googled it, and it said that it come up at first as like British boxer, then it said that he was born in Botswana. And then it said that he was because I was like, what flag do I put? Do you know what I mean? But then he's boxed out. He's seen as a British boxer because he's been here for a long time. But I find that man that sometimes come from countries that ain't got a strong. I'm not saying Botswana ain't got a strong culture because I don't know about Botswana like that. But certain countries like that, I find that they come over here, and because Botswana maybe don't have a strong population in Britain, them man just want to be British. They just move straight to British. You see, if you come in, you're Jamaican, man just flex the whole heap of Jamaicans.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But that's what I think that maybe it is with someone like him.
That could be the case. I don't know him enough, but I just remember him just being real. Yeah, I mean, even if you, I was like, I don't want to even say what I was gonna say.
I'm curious now. Chat, I'll be curious. Chat, I think Chat, you might be
Bro,
curious.
you need to see. If you see his baby mother, you know why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah, it's one of them things still.
Okay. Is it as expected?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Conor Ben's baby mother.
Yeah. You got used.
Okay, Conor Ben's got 2 Pitney, bro.
You got with the same girl?
Yeah.
Oh, swear down. Say no more, but he's been using her blonde hair dye, blood. I'm saying they've been dyeing their hair
So
together.
dumb. You see, KG dyed his beard.
Okay, was that for a bet or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Do you see Robbie bet Abby £1,000?
£1,000.
Yeah, bro.
That they won't win a trophy this season.
Yeah. You seen all the tweets that's coming out about her?
What tweets?
Bro, there's bare tweets coming out from like back in the day. You know the old tweet. You know people dig up old tweets.
But
bro?
what was
Racist stuff towards black people.
Swear.
Bare stuff about obviously I didn't know this, but apparently she's Jewish. Bare like anti-Palestine, pro-Zionist stuff.
I'm not really against the anti-Palestine things.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Let me tell you why.
Get off the stream.
Bro, let me tell you why. If I was Jewish,
You're gonna-
would I not be anti-Palestine as well?
No.
They're against my people.
No, they're not.
If I'm Jewish, I'm not Jewish. So I don't care. I'm not.
You're getting louder, but your level of wrong is still the same. You're just getting loud. You're just loud.
If I'm Jewish and people are fighting against my people, even if my people were in the wrong, I'm still fighting for my people, bro.
But I know bare people that are Jewish that side with the Palestinians.
Yeah, they must, bro. I don't know why.
Right.
So let me ask you a question.
Go on.
If Jamaica was in a wrongful war against England, what side are you picking?
I would tell Jamaica that they were wrong. Before I fight, I'm not going to necessarily fight for England. I'm not going to go and fight against Jamaica and kill Jamaicans.
Bro.
But if I'm Jamaican, I will tell my Jamaican brothers that I think that you're wrong.
Let me tell you something that's mad. Yeah, this is the same thing that I put Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin came out in support of Russia against Ukraine, and everybody was saying, "Why is he doing that?" I'm like, bro, he's Russian. Who's he supposed to come out and support Ukraine?
And there are Russians that say that what Russia's doing is wrong, though, bro.
Bro,
What you're saying that makes sense.
What I don't understand. So wait. Wait, so when every American sings the national anthem, when they know that the founding fathers of America are wrong,
Can you do me a favor?
Go on.
Don't fucking talk about the Americans, bro.
Bro,
You know how I feel about Americans. I don't care about Americans, bro. All right, cool. Let's do this. You gave an example. Let's do this. During the time of Jim Crow, was there or was there not white people that said the way you lot are treated these black people is a fuckery? I'm not necessarily going.
I wouldn't have done that if I was white.
So I'm just asking you. You're moving the goalposts. You'll move the goalposts and you still miss the shot. Were there or were there not?
There was.
Okay. So there's certain people that's not going to go to war against their country, but it's going to tell their country, "Yo, I think you're in the wrong."
You missed my first point, which you disagreed with, was I said I am not against Abby for making that statement. If she's from Israel,
she's definitely not from Israel, but
or she has she's Jewish, then I don't see why that's wrong, bro. If I'm Jewish, I'm going to be against Palestine as well. I'm not Jewish and I'm not Muslim, so I'm not against either one. But I'm
it's not just about Jewish and Muslim.
The foundational friction is about the politics within.
It's about Zionism. There's a lot of Jewish people that are not Zionists.
True.
There are a lot of Jewish people that's not Zionists.
That's 1,000,000% true.
So,
just like that, I was gonna say a mad thing, but
no.
This
All right, cool. All right, cool. Look at Andrew Green. 14...
Oh my day.
Look at Andrew. All right, cool. 14 years ago is mad, but those tweets were crazy. Oh, Andrew saw them as well.
But there's nothing wrong with it, bro.
She was dissing brown bread for fuck's sake. 50 said, talk to him, Nick. Brother, we stand with Palestine, my bro.
This guy.
Stand with Palestine, my bro. What are you talking
This is the guy that's got Damson Idris in his flipping.
That's your favourite actor.
He's not my favourite.
That's your favourite actor. You said he's the GOAT of acting.
Swear on your life. Swear on your life. Swear on your life. Swear on your life.
Someone click that. Bro.
Swear on your life.
Oh my God. Free Palestine. Facts. Andrew said, even if even if I'm wrong, I'm standing with.
Thank you, bro.
Bro, the
Thank
only
you,
way
bro.
this why black people are where they're at in life, yeah, because we can't build because man just want to be emotional. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm
If
standing
black
with
if black
people,
people do something wrong, I've got to tell them we're wrong.
bro. Let me
Here's how we're moving forward.
Let me
We're
show
wrong.
you. If we go on the road, yeah, and I go toilet quickly, and I come out and I see someone beating you up, I'm not gonna ask a question of what did Nick do. We're fighting, and then when we win the fight, that's when I ask.
Yeah, we can debrief later.
So at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna back my people first, bro.
It's not necessarily their people though, bro. That you're demonstrating to me that you don't understand the conflict, but it's cool. Not every, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a domestic affair. It's got nothing to do with me, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not from the Middle East, nor do I have any intentions to go there. So
You've been there before though,
and we'll never go there again. So it doesn't. Like, I genuinely look at the beef between Ukraine and Russia the same way I look at the beef between Palestine and
I take more of a global view that obviously anything that happens on the global stage at some point can have an impact on us.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Do any of those people fight for your rights, bro? You think a Ukraine man's gonna fight for your rights, bro?
I'd have to meet the person individually, bro.
No,
let me tell you
you
something.
think Ukraine as a people will fight for your rights?
Ukraine as a country?
Yeah.
No.
You think Palestine will fight for your rights as a black man?
I think there's a reasonable chance that.
I doubt that.
I think there's a reasonable chance.
I doubt that.
I think there's a reasonable chance.
Knowing the history.
My guy's Brother Malcolm. My guy's Brother Malcolm.
Bro, knowing the history of the Middle East. Knowing
Yeah,
the history
of
of
course.
the Middle East.
We're in a new day, bro. It's
Bro,
a
you're
different
chatting
time.
shit.
We're in a different time, bro.
You're chatting
We're in a different time, bro.
You're chatting shit, bro.
We're in a different time, bro.
They ain't supporting you, but they ain't definitely supporting Jamaica.
So Shane is if your family's racist and wiping out other racists, you backing them because that's what he would do. You see, my man is a Lannister, you know. Like his family over anything, but he's not serious, bro.
Bro, I'll tell you this for free, bro. At the end of the
day, so if Didi was your uncle, you'd be backing him. You say, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Different.
With progress.
Let me tell you why.
Progress. We're getting somewhere.
I come from Jamaica.
Can you grab me a drink, please? It's in the fridge.
I don't want to say this on camera, but I come from Jamaica, so what we sing about in Jamaica.
No.
No words needed. that was enough.
Not my drink. I don't know. Whatever you want, I don't know.
Is there still tea here?
Yeah, all the tea's in it.
It was lovely. Thank you very much. No, the other one. Yeah, thank you very much. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, you're starting to make me turn to the other side.
You said this last time.
Bro, I don't know one black girl in my life that's gonna get me no tea, bro. I'm not even my mom.
That's an interracial thing. That's just like a normal.
Bro.
Any girl I've dated would get me. Okay, would you get someone you're dating a cup of tea?
Yeah, if they ask for it,
and they wouldn't get you one back,
bro. They won't offer it.
Yeah, but I shouldn't offer. I asked her to get me a drink.
Yes.
That's how most wars start. Bro, I'm a darker tone and live in the Middle East. Facts, tell them, bro.
In the Middle East.
The original Arabs were darker.
I know. And how did you not lose your land, fam? Let's answer that question. Let's answer that question, bro.
Rabbit said that ain't a black girl and she's getting you stuff.
Bro, Ravage knows, bro.
And Andrew said no. But I've got man of that persuasion in my family, yeah, and we've played them same.
Swear.
Yeah, them tunes ring out.
Do they still sing?
One of them did and didn't care, and then one of them sat down. He didn't make a thing, but he just I know because I'm obviously I don't drink in it, so I'm not in the party. I'm watching. I'm just people watching. And I noticed he just sat.
I'll keep it so real, bro. Like I sing about murder in songs. Like gangster rap is one of my favorite forms of rap. I've never committed a murder in my life. So at the end of the day, music is just music, isn't it? Like
you'd feel differently if it was aimed at you, though.
I just won't like it.
Are you rapping HH? Do you know the HH song from Kanye?
No.
You're not rapping that?
No, but when I hear people like Fat Joe say the N-word, I don't have a problem with it.
I would have not a problem with it necessarily, but I wouldn't really fuck with it if it was in my face. But because it's far, I can't argue.
You know what it is though? I feel like it's a cultural thing though, isn't it? But let's talk about boxing because this is the thing. This is what you know. Again, every week you're getting a sneak preview of what we're gonna do moving forward.
Yeah, we got a new channel and new shows coming as well. So I'm just doing these overlays. Let's catch up with the people. The thing is with boxing, yeah, obviously boxing is very racial, isn't it? So it always kind of comes to this. Give me the gist of the tune.
Just
ask
just go Sizzler No Way and then listen to it.
Yeah, or read the lyrics.
Or just read the lyrics. But if you're from the
Look
Middle
what
East,
Ravage said.
that's got to be a snow bunny. I see you, Nick is exploring. Nick's been outside, bro. Nick's been outside, bro.
But you lot set such low standards for the women in your life. Like, you gets you a cup of tea and it's like, raw, mad thing. I'm like, yo,
Bro,
that
Nick,
just
you
sounds stressful.
like you don't know, bro.
No, but it's just like,
Don't.
but do you know what it is? Yeah, like I said before, yeah, it's not that I'm going out there searching for.
I know what you said.
Black or a girl is white. It's just if I'm just dating someone of any race, I'm like, I'm obviously on stream doing something. You're chilling. I beg you get me a drink. If she's getting an attitude, she's gonna come out my yard. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna sit there and put time.
I just respect it. I love it, Nick. I love it. I can't lie, yeah. If I've ever been, I hope black girls are watching this. Send this to every black girl you know.
Oh my!
I am this close to changing over to the other side. You guys need to fix up your.
You won't change to the other side though.
Huh?
I don't think you change to the other side. I think you would go for like a in between. You might go for like a light skinned girl that's been raised by her.
No, but light skinned gal are even worse.
But raised by her white mum though.
Maybe.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe.
So I'm saying I feel like you go for a compromise.
Maybe. I don't know.
White girl are the only way to go. There ain't any black girls out there. That's mad. I want to know where Bryce is from.
I bet he's a white man. He's saying he's got
black.
He's got.
Oh, you got Bruno.
There's no black man put
Bruno. He might be Asian, you know.
If he's Asian, it's even worse.
He might be South Asian. If he's got Bruno as his picture, he might be South Asian.
Thank you very much. That's lovely.
Big piece of glass. Easy enough. Thank you.
Bro. Nick's idea is becoming more and more relevant.
You've started a whole debate and a whole conversation on the channel.
Literally. Because
let's not even do this.
They discovered your ethnicity just because of your gestures.
People are saying that can't be a black girl because you've got you man are terrible.
It's the truth.
You man are terrible.
There's no.
Oh, look who's in the chat. Lex is here. Lex, and if I hearing Shane sneak this in. Oh my. He pulled up. Lex pulled
It's not
up.
a sneak. This is a direct gunshot, bro. Calling the clip, bro. What did Andrew Green say? This is what playing in the snow gets you. Obedience and peace. Set me up with one name. But you're just trying to get a visa, fam.
There's minimal obedience and minimal peace, I promise you.
Whatever, bro.
I promise you.
Whatever, bro. You don't know nothing, bro.
Light skin overrated, stick to the snow bunnies. You man, we gotta talk about boxing.
Yeah, we have to, bro. We have to, bro.
Okay, let's get through the comments. Bryce, all I know is your optics are off if you rate Bruno. You're Jamaican and Nigerian. Nigerians are traitors. Nigerians are traitors. Nigerians are traitors.
What you've told me,
you sold our people to them people.
What you've told me is that you're a scammer. That's what you are. The fact that you're Nigerian and Jamaican, bro, you're a scammer. Big time scammer, bro.
You're going to hell twice. Andrew said that he has a Canadian visa. Say no more, Crody.
I hear you still.
And Lex said, say it again. Lex, he was saying, yeah, because he was kind of attitude. I said to him, listen, you weren't giving all this attitude when Lex is here. Like,
I said he's a little fish. I can't really go. This is the thing. Like Lex levels, you're a bit more respectful. You don't have the same. You're not willing to go to the same.
Taking all the bullets out of the clip.
So let me land. So obviously, I have to show mercy on you, bro. You're not actually ready for me.
Cheers. Cheers. Man.
I got tea, stuff.
Yeah, you can cheers a tea. Cheers, man. Then. Cheers to the stream. It's not even real alcohol, blood. Don't tell them. Don't. Go on.
You could never go to the pub with the fellas, can you?
Yeah.
What do you drink?
Same thing.
Non-alcoholic beverages. I hear that still. I don't drink alcohol either, but not because
Do you drink Guinness?
Can't drink no alcohol, bro. I used to drink too much and then F me up, bro.
You don't drink no more?
Can't drink no more, bro.
But you literally can't?
I literally can't drink.
The doctor said you can't, or you?
Fam, I've self-diagnosed myself. Every time I drink, I F myself up in a mad way, bro. Trust me.
You know, it's funny. We were in the shop earlier, and when I called you about the snacks, I was getting the drinks. And then she was like, oh, you're going to get him a drink as well. I was like, bro, my man's going to want some expensive piece of rum or something like that. So I was like,
nah, bro, I can't drink no more, bro.
Perfect.
Drink no more.
Even better. Just ravages. Them skinny white things won't handle, man, though.
Bro, I'll tell you this. Can I land this point? I've never gone there, but I wouldn't be so. I think they can, bro. The things that can't manage it is the Latina things. They can't manage it, but I think white things can, bro. I don't know, but I definitely think they can.
I know where you man get this stuff. Lex said, Shane, your shots go pow pow. And then he said, mini rants and bounce. Shouts and bounce.
Man said when you ransom.
Your just shouts.
That's not even funny, bro.
It's
How
funny.
much did he pay you to laugh at that
It's
joke?
funny though. It's
That's
funny.
not even funny.
Nah, that's
This guy waited.
Man,
This we've been live for hours.
someone said, Nick, how do I get a gal? What's going on here? Man, yeah. Calling Shane shouts and pouts. Funny or not?
That's
just,
not funny.
Just type in the chat, funny or not funny.
Shouts and parts. That's not funny.
Nah, it's funny.
Bro.
Nah, it's funny. She's not funny.
But I realise what it is, isn't it? It's a class joke, isn't it? You lot are all from the same, you know what I'm saying?
Ravage is laughing.
That's not actually... Ravage is another fussy, fam.
You've turned on the chat. That's like my brother.
Every time
He's
you get called
turned
out.
on the chat.
This is what it
He's
is.
turned on
It's
the-
next
he's
year.
turned on the
The
chat,
next time...
Samson said it's funny. Ball Knowledge said it's funny. Samson said it's funny.
Man said a mini rants and bants. But at the end of the day...
No, bro. He called you shouts and pouts.
Shouts and parts.
I'm gonna WhatsApp rants.
That's not funny at all.
I'll get back to my movie. I'll rejoin when it's done. Bye shouts. That's funny, man. I'm sorry.
Man saved up this whole... My man was watching this for a whole hour and 20 minutes and saved up to find one joke. It's not even that deep. I can't lie, Lex, yeah? You're getting corn. You're getting corn still. For the rest of the time that I will ever know you, you're getting corn. This guy's an instant fussy for that.
That's right.
Because I don't actually find that funny, but I know why I don't find that funny. Because it's a bit above board, isn't it? Like when I make jokes, bro, I go kind of deep, where to the point where we have to be borderline friends or not. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I can go to that level with Lex.
So you're saying that you don't have the intellectual capacity to discern?
No, there's no line for me. Like there's no line.
Oh, push a T, just straight.
Yeah, it's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I start talking about man's man.
That's man.
Yeah, I don't know Lex. I don't know Lex.
So you better know.
It's your bridging. It's your bridging, bro. It's your bridging, bro. How old is Lex?
It's a good question. He's older than me.
Did you have 50?
No, he's got a missus though.
You sure?
He's got a missus though.
You sure, fam?
Yeah.
Is it like a Schofield thing?
Oh my days. To ask him, innit?
Some men have misses and still be.
You know, don't chat about Lex's missus because the last man that chat about Lex's missus genuinely went left.
I'm not talking about his missus.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm not talking about. I would never talk about someone.
I'm just letting you know.
I would never talk about a next man's missus. Never. I would never do that.
United fans.
I would never talk
how's man
about
living
next man's missus.
Uh,
That's peak still. That's below the belt.
Every stream I watch, it's boxing, race, or gal.
Yeah, fam.
It's him.
I never brought up.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I never brought up racing.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, how did I bring up?
Because she went to get us the drinks, and you were like, "Yo."
No, you brought up race first with Abby, bro. You brought up race first with Abby, so don't even try. I didn't even know about the Abby thing, bro. So what are you talking about?
It's Abby's fault still.
No, it's your fault, bro.
There's nothing sending the racist tweets. It wasn't my fault. What I do?
I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know. Abby's actually your brother.
No.
You've been on streams with Abby.
I've not.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Don't lie. I guarantee.
I don't think I've never been on stream with Abby. Remember, I told you there's two of them. That when I've been in the office, they don't chat to me.
You're lying.
I've told you this before. There's two of them.
So Abby don't chat to you.
I've been in the office upstairs. You know the office upstairs.
Yeah.
Abby and Matisse.
Maybe because you're black.
I've been in there, and Matisse looks like he don't like black people. So I've been in there, Abby and Matisse. I've been there, Abby and Matisse twice. And obviously, when you go in the office, bro, I've told you. Get Lex back here, man. Get Lex back here.
Man said Matisse looks like he don't like black people. Right, but this guy's black, bro. He supports Chelsea, though. So
Ravage said, "I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the chat." Said Nick, "How do I get a cat?"
You said that.
Yeah. It's ball knowledge. Ball knowledge said that. Amarin Inners on smoke for everyone but their boyfriend Amarin. Facts.
Trust me.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say nothing about Lex, bro.
Ball knowledge didn't answer my question. Ball knowledge. Let me come back to you, man.
I said, how do I get a girl, fam? Bro, you just gotta learn how to talk, bro. You just gotta be able to talk.
You're my brethren. I love you, yeah, but he didn't actually ask you.
True. Maybe he doesn't want my type of girl.
He
might not want my type.
He wants a girl that's going to help get his beer from the fridge.
Facts. I want one of them girls as well.
You want a girl that's going to send you to the fridge.
Never. Are you mad?
I just said to you, I just asked you, would you make tea for your girl? And you said, yeah. And I said, would she get a drink for you? And you were like, no.
No, I meant
So
if I asked. I said, if I asked. If they ask.
You're normally the housewife.
No, bro, never.
You go to the kitchen for her, but she won't go to the kitchen.
No, I said, if they ask and if I ask. It's normally a transactional relationship with me, you know.
Transactional?
Very much so, bro.
On a Cassie thing.
Yeah?
On a Diddy Cassie thing.
No, not on a that.
Oh, okay.
That's not transactional, bro.
Of
That's
course it
rates,
is.
fam.
No, there's not. That's transactions.
No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like if you ask, you get. If you get, you ask. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Wait, Abby from DR Sports. Yeah, Abby from DR Sports. They said some.
Nick's moving like Lee, moving like Saeed, bro. He's only got talk for her when she ain't here. But when he was in the same room with Abby, he weren't saying none of this.
Yeah, but bro, I did. This is before the tweets. I haven't been in a room with Abby for like 6 months at least. When was your last on DR Sports?
Brother, you were. I don't know when you were last on DR Sports. You were on AFTV.
I've been on DR Sports since me and you have both been on DR.
Oh, swear.
Not DR. I've been on AFTV, but remember AFTV is a separate studio.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I want to know the obsession with Sweet Caroline from the British man.
I have no idea, bro.
It's just something that Eddie Hearn started, and then
I think it was before Eddie Hearn.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was before
I
Eddie
thought it was
Hearn.
Eddie Hearn. Well, do you know what it is? I've seen interviews where he takes credit for it.
Maybe.
So,
maybe.
Nick, you don't rate Matisse. It's not even that rate him as a. What do you mean by rate him?
I mean, I don't dislike him. I've only met him once. Not even met him. I've only seen him once. So
I've met him 2 or 3 times where I've been on DR Sport.
And you say you don't like black people.
And say, for example, where the studio is, there's an office upstairs. So when you're not on stream, that's where everyone will chill. And I've been in there 2 or 3 times when everyone's in there. Like a show's finished, maybe my show's starting, their show's finishing, whatever. Because obviously they do shows together. There's been everyone in there. Everyone's cool. Flex is cool. Everyone's cool. I've met Matisse probably like 3 or 4 times in the studio. And I met him before at a bar when it was Cecil and James's birthday. Because Cecil and James B have birthday same time, so it always goes like a bar in London. And I've been there, and when you chat to man, he just seems awkward. Like as a content creator, he's good, entertaining. Like,
I don't watch him, so I don't know.
I've seen clips. I don't really watch him, but I see clips. Obviously, he's on with rants and stuff sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? So man can't knock him for that. But in terms of like, I don't judge man from content. I'm a real brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Like on the roads, I'm a real guy. So
that looked a bit mad, fam. Man said,
listen, stop.
I'm a real brother.
I'm a real guy.
Like that looked a bit mad, bro.
Bro, I know what it is. I'm a real guy.
I don't.
So for me, if you
making his ring,
if you have a persona on the internet and then you have a different persona in real life, I'm judging the real life. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? And he didn't seem rude. He just seemed kind of shy or kind of like. Look, everyone's coming with these masks, bro. Is that a COVID mask?
So
big one thing that don't look like it's actually got. It's flat. It is a COVID mask. It's not even like a mask.
It's a mask. It's a mask.
Is it?
It's a mask still.
That looks kind of whack still. But say no more. Fair enough.
Still.
You said he's a bounty, but I'm surprised he ain't got a mask. Oh, it is a mask. Okay, fine. Okay. Thought it could be like Queen Elizabeth or something like that.
Boy, but he should lose this fight still.
Nick with the hand gestures. You saying he's fake? I'm not even saying he's fake. Like it could just be me. Do you know what I'm saying? But like to me, do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, as a black man, when you meet a next black man, you're expecting some kind of. You've seen Get Out.
Yeah, of course.
It's like when you go to shake someone's hand and you're expecting one of them, and then you go to do it and it's like. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, there's a miscommunication.
Yeah, trust me.
Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Oh, you go to and when you say Wagwan, and he says hello.
Yeah, and he says, "How are you?" Yeah.
Yeah, where did we get here?
Where did we get? How did we get? There's no language barrier.
Literally.
I don't know. That Abby Summers thing, a Zionist, bun her. I'll be real. We just spoke about this, and Shane said he's on the side of the Jews.
I never said that. I never
once
said that.
You didn't say you're on the side of the Jews.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I said if I was Jewish,
the man killed Jesus, you know.
I'm not Christian, bro.
What
do that for? Bro.
Nick with the hand gestures, basically Nick, you're calling him Uncle Tom in disguise. I don't, bro.
No, you never said that. Because you get cancelled for saying Uncle Tom still.
Remember?
Remember?
Yo, it's a free Palestine, man. He doesn't give you solidarity. 2011, though. I used to say crazy shit back then. What crazy shit you say back in 2011, bro?
I can't.
Also, that's West Side. Is he back?
You know the baddest thing is, I'll say this, yeah, I never had Twitter, so I don't worry about that. I can never get exposed. Now I can get exposed for things I've said on camera. But no,
I don't care about what you said on Twitter back in the day. I just think you should stand on it, innit? If I said something on Twitter back in the day, I could either stand on it or explain to you why I said it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing I would have
What if
said.
I was a young kid that wasn't really thinking straight? I was just saying it to evoke a response.
Yeah, that's fine. You can say that then. But don't, like, these lot hide from it.
Where you say someone hacked my... Remember when AJ said the superior black race? Remember that? And he said it wasn't me, his phone got hacked. I'm like, bro, why would someone hack your phone and message Eddie Chambers, bro?
Like,
Why didn't they message like Fury?
did you see the Derek Chisora Sky Nicholson thing?
Yeah, I thought that was gangster.
That was, what, from who? From her?
I thought it was gangster from Chisora, blood.
I didn't think that it was anything. I think that she...
You know where it was?
Do you know what it? Cause
the fact that the Eddie Hearn thing, innit?
I weren't gonna say names, but cause she's got rumors about her letting off pom pom to man in the industry. She's trying to shut the rumors down.
The guard was
100%.
But you know what let her down? When she turned around and had no back. That's what let her down, bro. When she turned around and had no back, I was like, Derek Chisora, you're not missing out, fam. That's what. That's
you
what
mean that Andrew looking brother they call Jesus? Oh my days.
Man, like Josh Taylor
Josh Taylor's doing a ring. We'll come back to politics and all the rest of the madness later. But for right now, let's see if Josh Taylor can save his career.
Trust me, it's literally saving the career.
100%.
Hit the like button, everybody, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned.
Osman's only lost once, though.
Yeah?
Osman's only lost once.
I know.
Is that a new phone?
No, I just took the screen protector off.
Jeez. That was giving me anxiety, bro. I'm just always there with a screen protector, with a mash-up screen for no reason. I don't
Let's see how
understand.
much likes is on this video, because I needed likes.
The old boy being a Farage fanatic and being brethren of AJ is a juxtaposition. It's not though, innit? Because you know what it is, yeah? Cash rules everything around me, innit? Money I have to make, blood. So I'm telling you now, if man around, not you, but if man around have a certain amount of bread, everybody's morals are flexible.
But the thing is with Derek, yeah, Derek's allowed to do whatever the F he wants, bro. Because you know he whatever he's doing is for his own personal gain.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't giving him money to put a battery in his back, bro.
Yeah.
He's literally doing it because he wants to do it, bro. So
remember when the Saudis first came into boxing, he was going to be like one of their main spokesmen.
Yeah.
That got shut down real quick.
Bro.
He's one of them, man. He slammed the door closed for any black spokesman. Just him. That's why Ade had to work super hard to get back in the door, bro.
Some people are saying Ade's on that side of the fence as well, blood. The chalk ice thing. But I don't think so still.
Ade?
Yeah.
The thing is, I've actually seen Ade call out things that a normal company man wouldn't call out. So I rate that. Chalk ice thing, I'm not really that bothered. Like that's down to if it is true. That's
I don't think
upbringing. But I'm saying even if it was, his best friend is Rory from the Chelsea fan.
Was that his best friend?
That's one of his closest bridges. So for me, that's why I was like, yo, red flag. But
your best friend is me, bro. Well, no, your best YouTube friend is me, bro. In terms of like,
best friend.
No, I wouldn't. No, because your best friend's ex, isn't it? But saying that your best friend's
He
ex,
was such a dickhead.
what's wrong with ex being your best friend, bro? Like, what's actually wrong with ex being your best friend, bro?
That was very good from you.
And Lex, like, bro, Lex is your best friend as well.
That was very good from you. You get to shout though.
Lex is your best friend.
Lex
not your best friend.
Let's do the shouting.
The fact that
let's do the shouting.
Your best friend is that your best friend. Your best friend is that
he didn't want me to land the joke. He didn't want me to land the joke.
Your best friend is an Amory fan. That's your best friend.
Fuck about that. I'm not so I don't care about you. Know,
but it takes a certain level of person to. You know what I'm saying? Like
today's fight card have been KOs have been mad. Yeah, it's been all stoppages. It's been all stoppages so far. So, I mean, this shows what happens when you don't put fights in Times Square. Now, the coconut Romario Williams said Ade was actually like he actually watches some of our stuff. Not all of it. Obviously, he's got a lot of people around him, like a lot of content creators around him to watch and stuff. But one of my closest friends done all his tattoos, and before my boy actually lives in Canada now, but he told Ade, "Oh, my boy Nick started to do some content. Keep an eye on him." And Ade followed him on Instagram. I think he subscribed to the channel as well, and like giving little likes and stuff like that here and there. So. Do you know what I'm saying? I always respect Ade.
He actually in one of the videos commented and said he wanted to come on. Remember?
Yeah. So
then I replied him and said anytime, and he didn't say nothing.
But Ade's actually like a big like if he's busy,
he's busy.
No, like he's at the top of the game. He's not just a YouTube. He does his own YouTube channel, but he's
and he makes a big piece of food, bro. So I can't lie. I can't hate on any man who's making money. I can't hate on it, bro.
What happened with Sky Nicholson and Chisora? Basically, Chisora was walking. She was walking past,
and he said,
and leaned in for a hug. I personally don't like working with women because of certain dynamics like this, where to me, I don't think he was trying to move to her. or anything like that. If he's gonna try and move to her, he's not gonna try and move to her like that on camera. He said to her, when we getting dinner, she went to him and said, hey, she tapped him and said, hey, and gave him a hug. And he's like, oh, when we getting dinner? And she was like, dinner? Dinner with, and stormed off. So I'm never getting dinner with you. Like, yeah, dinner with you. And then stormed off or something like that. But she looked genuinely vexed. It wasn't even about, at first I thought she was joking. She's being serious. And I was like, bro, if you're close enough.
If he was a gangster, yeah, I would have said you're too busy with Eddie. If he was a gangster, that's what I would have said. I would have said that.
But you know what? That's the kind of thing that he would say. I think she just caught him. I think honestly, she caught him off guard a little bit. If he had time to think about it, that is not above. That's not out of the realms of possibility.
Trust me.
For something that he would say. If it was AJ or someone, to be fair, if it was AJ, she would have just gone to dinner and taken the wood. But
trust me.
you know what I'm saying? But someone like Del Boy, that's the kind of thing he might say genuinely. So
trust me.
But yeah, that was it really. I think they still got shed somehow. He ain't on no more Saudi shows. Is he back on the Saudi shows?
I ain't seen him on the Saudi show.
To be fair, the Saudi shows are kind of dead, and now with the way that things are kind of turning out, that might end up being a slight blessing in disguise, slightly.
Because I can't lie.
Brycey said, "What happened to Ade? We're not sure. He's still on DAZN. He's doing these he's doing this card.
No, he's not. Dev's doing it.
He was there earlier.
Oh, he's there as well.
Yeah, he was literally there earlier. Because we're talking about Ade today, right? Yeah, he's literally there. He's there today.
Oh, he must be doing it with Dev then.
Yeah, he must be.
Shout out to Dev, that's my guy still.
Nick X Rants and Bants back Bant Sports Oozing back in the day was something else. But bro, do you know what it is, yeah? You see when I was on Bant Sports Ooze back in the day, yeah, I wasn't a content creator yet, yeah. So I used to say mad shit. I didn't realise like we were talking about like Man United's ownership. And I was like, bro, if you own something, you're meant to like take care of it, innit? Like a football club or a gal. And I didn't mean own the gal, I meant like look after the gal. But bare people getting on to me, like trying to counsel me before my career even started. They're like, you don't own women. But I was like, bro, you don't know what I mean. Like
in certain parts of the world you do, fam. Certain parts that certain men who are heavy in boxing and boy. You're them way there, fam.
You say it, man got named after chickens and that. Let's go round one. Here we go. Let's see if we're gonna see another stoppage.
Look at the overlay. Great work from Nick. I would have done it in
colours.
I wouldn't have done it like that, so well done.
That's what one enjoys, man.
I actually want to see something good from Taylor. I want to. If there's one thing I want to see his activity high. That's what I want to see, because that was what let him down in the last few fights.
The thing is, though, he's going to be coming. If he does win this fight, I'm not even sure that's good for him, because he's going to be coming up against a lot of younger, fresher, very energetic fighters. And basically, he's at a stage in his career, good right hand. He's going to have to fight at his best for the rest of his career. And I feel like that's where Canelo is as well. He can still win fights, but he's going to have to be not a career best performance.
Canelo can actually cherry pick. Josh Taylor can't even do that.
Yeah, it's true. If Josh Taylor wins this, what kind of fighters are we going to see him fight next?
Conor Ben.
He's going to have to be at his best to fight Conor Ben. Better than his best to fight Conor Ben. So I do feel, I don't want him to lose, but I do.
Taylor has landed some really good shots in this round. I can't lie.
He's putting some ones and twos together, which is good. Activity is reasonably high. I do what it is. He's throwing to stop Essuman from throwing as well. He's not letting Essuman get in a group.
And the truth is, Ekow Essuman's literally not getting his foot in the right place. He's forgetting he's fighting a southpaw. He's literally fighting to Josh Taylor's left hand, which I don't understand why.
Yeah, if you look at Essuman's feet, his foot is on the inside. He needs to get his foot on the outside,
like that,
around,
like that. And that's how he was able to escape. And then he just put his foot on the inside again, landed a good combination.
Who you man got out of Taylor and Ekow? I mean, you've got to lean towards Taylor. Taylor's been there and done it at the top level. Essuman's never really been a top level, but you maybe Taylor needs to wheel back the years a little bit. But this is Taylor fighting for his career here. So you'd expect it, and he's at home. And he's putting it on Ekow Essuman right now in the corner. Who have you man got? AB Talks Sports says no wonder Sky Nicholson was getting bare paydays. She was helping Eddie on the road allegedly. 100. That's. I mean,
but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's the.
But if I was Sky Nicholson, I would have been open about it, bro.
Nah, Eddie's married. You can't be open about that.
Bro, what? Just be a side piece, bro.
Yeah, but don't be open about it, because then he's gonna have to stop the paydays. The point is to let off the pom pom to get the payday. That's a bad investment. If you're a side team, the best thing you can do is learn to be quiet. Good right hand from Ekow Essuman. Taylor putting in work. The good left hand from Taylor.
The thing
Is
is,
Josh Taylor quite tall? He looks tall. Is he just got skinny legs?
Is like the same,
Same
probably
height?
similar,
Would he be
slightly shorter than,
taller than Conor Ben?
slightly shorter than me.
He'd be taller than Ben.
Taller than Ben.
Yeah, that's what I thought. By comparison to Conor Ben, I just think that Conor Ben could just outwork him is the problem.
I've actually seen Josh Taylor. I've actually worked on Josh Taylor's fights before.
We scoring this?
Okay. 1-0 to Taylor.
Yeah.
Just to say though, I do think he doesn't actually look that far off what he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Josh Taylor's problem is when the adversity comes, he just stays in the same gear.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest problem.
Well, the thing is with Josh Taylor, like you say, if he's going to fight Conor Ben, he's going to think, I'm a better technician than Conor Ben, and I've got more experience than Conor Ben. I can time him. That may be true in the later rounds, but in the earlier rounds, while you're trying to get that timing, he's going to throw too many punches. So he's going to get some good success early while you're trying to learn that timing and what kind of damage would happen to you in that meantime. Conor Ben is never fighting Josh Taylor. Are you saying that because of the money? Because Josh Taylor didn't bring the kind of money, maybe? Or are you saying like Conor Ben's too shook? Or what's your thought?
I mean, Josh Taylor can still get a big fight in with people in America, bro. Like, if you want to keep it real, like, I can easily see a Josh Taylor verse. Can you see them? We're probably not.
Not when you're going to say Teo.
You already fought Teo. We're going to say Josh Taylor versus Ryan, but probably not.
Nah, I don't think he makes enough money for Ryan. Could Josh Taylor be a good fight for Devin? You want someone that, Devin
No,
maybe...
because I think Devin's also looking for money as well.
True, but Devin needs to get his legs underneath him. He needs to fight.
I mean, you might see Josh Taylor versus Harlem Eubank. If Harlem Eubank beats
Jack
Catterall, you might see that. I mean, maybe Josh Kelly versus Josh Taylor.
I don't know how we haven't seen that fight yet.
Well, Taylor's fought his whole career at 40. This is his first fight at 47.
Yeah, good right hand from Ekow Essuman.
I mean, if I was Josh Taylor, I'd probably look to try and fight as big of a name as possible.
His most probable fight is Stanionis or Brian Norman.
No, I can't see that. Bro, I can't see that at all.
What, Conor Ben against Stanionis? I don't see that.
I don't see that at all. I don't see Josh Taylor fighting Stanionis either.
Yeah.
They don't bring enough money. Josh Taylor literally needs the biggest profile fight as possible.
I just feel like
Devin might fight the winner of Taylor Pacquiao and Barrios.
Yeah. I just feel like Conor Ben needs to stay away from power punches right now while he's very gunshot.
A straight left foot, a right hand from Josh Taylor still.
Yeah, come right off the guard though. Osman's right hand back looked a little bit better.
Osman's footwork is terrible, bro.
It's a good sneaky left hand or left uppercut from Josh Taylor.
Ekow's footwork is horrible, blood.
He ain't got any. He's not aware of it.
Oh, that uppercut with that landed, bro, that would have been problems.
It's good right hand again from Essuman. That right hand's decent. That right hand's getting through the guard at times, but that's really all he's got is that right hand. That one right hook to try and step and get through the guard. But Eddie's setting him up for Devin or a WBC top 5. I could see Devin because, like I say, Devin needs someone coming up from one. I know the money thing's not there. But
Devin's going to have a big fight, bro. Devin's going to have a big fight.
He might lose that. I'm really worried about Devin. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not.
I am.
I don't think Devin's the guy that you should be worried about still.
Well, who's the guy I should be worried about?
Ryan.
In terms of what?
Devin.
But I don't care about Ryan. Why would I worry about Ryan? I don't care what happens to Ryan.
I wouldn't mind Devin. For me, the fight that I really want to see is either Devin versus Teo or Devin versus Shakur.
Right now, if Devin fights Teo, I'm not sure he could win that. If he fights he's not confident enough. He needs a fight to build his confidence.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that because even if he fought off the back foot, Teo's not great at cutting off the ring.
I hear you, but if Teo cracks him, it's a long day. I got it 2-0 Taylor so far.
Yeah, easy. Did you guys see Shakur cook Mike Coppinger? Yeah. He cooked him bad. Man said it to his face as well. You're the worst commentator, worst boxing commentator. I found that mad. But Shakur Stevenson's got no filter, bro. This guy called
Turkey
a towel boy. So there's no the standards on the floor.
Devin needs to get packed up. Why? Lost one fight to someone on steroids.
Literally. And when that guy wasn't on steroids, he got defeated.
Yeah. I do think that Devin's in his post. He's like AJ post Ruiz one.
Nah,
I think so.
I don't know about that.
I think so. I think that yes, he does have the excuse. I'm not saying that. I think that the O's been overturned. I think Ryan's a scumbag. I'm not saying it's disrespecting, but I worry about his confidence.
I don't know.
Don't look confident.
He said, Bill Haney said, and Bill Haney said that it was the
round 3.
It was the game plan to be on the move from the whole fight.
100%.
They didn't want to mess up the money.
100%. So I've seen him do that same game plan, Shane, and look more confident. Ekow Essuman coming forward. He's like, right hands.
And he's got
I did say
Taylor against the rope.
I did say the right hand is all Essuman has got.
You know what it is? I just feel like Ekow Essuman's mindset. You know what? Bun trying to.
But he's going to get out skilled, so he's just like, yeah, I might as well hurt him.
Balls to the wall type thing.
100%. And he's in great shape. Like you know, he can fight for. He's got good conditioning.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't going to tire out. And exactly what he's just done there. If Josh Taylor don't land anything significant, that little barrage of right hands could be enough to try and win rounds.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
That was a good right hand again.
I told you that right hand's all he's got. Another one.
It again. I don't think that one landed.
Can you set it up now? The problem is he's setting up everything from upstairs.
You know, the one thing is neither of these guys got great counter punches.
Yeah,
like they're both just
right hand got through there, but
and then waiting to the other person's finish before they.
Oh, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? There's no counter punching.
100%.
Look, wait until they throw, then they throw again.
Samson said, "I'm not Devin. I'm not Devin." And Bill claimed they thought the way to take no damage and go into the Ryan fight fresh.
That's what he said. That's what Bill said.
Yeah, of course, that's what he said. But I don't care what he said. I'm assessing the fight from what I can see, and what I can see, yes, that's how Devin fights. He's technically good enough to do that. But I did think that he still looked very, very scared of being hit.
I think that was the game plan.
We'll see if
I think
the game plan can be to not get hit, and I've seen him be scared.
But here's
he looked
the thing.
nervous to me.
Devin got absolutely pummeled against Ryan, and he kept coming forward. So to question this guy's courage is disrespectful.
I don't question his courage.
You said he's afraid. That's questioning someone's courage, bro. You said
he looked very nervous.
Was he nervous when he was getting knocked down against Ryan? He didn't run.
He's in the heat, but also he thought he could beat Ryan. He's in the heat of the moment in the fight.
But he got knocked down 4 times and he's still going forward.
Let's see if he ever fights going forward again without rebuilding his confidence. I don't think he'll ever flick that switch of starting to go forwards again. We saw AJ in the Reece fight off the back foot and do that type of fight, but slowly as he built his confidence, he turned himself back into becoming.
I think Devin and AJ are 2 completely different guys.
I'm just using an analogy. I don't think they're the same exactly. Devin's been fighting not longer than AJ, but obviously he's younger, but he's been fighting since the earlier age. He's been undisputed. He draws courage and confidence from a lot more places than AJ. I just think they're at a similar stage of their career. Good left hand on the inside from Josh Taylor. It's turned into a bit of a scrap now, as it normally does.
I can't blame Devin, because if I was in Devin's position, I would have done
I'm not blaming him as well.
I would have done the same thing.
I agree. Respectfully, AJ is more mentally fragile than Devin. I'd agree, but a lot more people are against Devin than they were.
He loves that. Ekow just been hit with a brilliant right hand and a brilliant left hand.
Well, good counter right from
for the first time.
Who wins that? Who wins that round? Josh Taylor's looking to the wrong corner.
I think Ekow's got to win that round
now, bro. Yeah. What you not think about Teo versus Boots rumors? I want to see that fight.
About that, right?
I want to see that fight. I want to see it. Thoughts on Barboza Jr.? Good, difficult, crafty.
He's got to come back from that loss.
Yeah,
good. June 14th, Hitchinson versus Kambosos will be live for that as well. Just to let you guys know, Hitchins should beat Kambosos pretty comfortably still.
Yeah. Devin can't have another one of those running performances. He can. He can have as many of those as he wants, so long as he keeps winning. I'm not too bothered about that.
I mean, if his next opponent, someone, if he put in a performance like that against Ryan,
look at that right hand from Essuman.
I don't think people would care.
Against Ryan?
If he just won and he just put in that running performance against Ryan or against Boot.
Do you know what it is? Some people would care, but the people that care, you're not going to convince them anyway. So it's irrelevant. He could go and knock out Anthony Joshua. It's not going to make a difference. Their whole personality is based around hating Devin. So there's nothing going to change. I've got it 2-1 so far. We're into round 4. It's a good fight so far, to be fair.
Yeah.
Read them out.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I thought someone threw in the towel.
I thought that as well. I thought exactly the same thing. Is that a towel come in there?
That was a great shot from Ekow.
So all he's got is that right hand. They've got it exactly. Yeah, Carl Frampton's got it right for once.
I mean, he's not a bad.
He's not bad. He's not. Normally used to seeing Chris Mannix there, to be fair.
Trust me.
It's a good body shot.
But AJ was doing it, and he got every round wrong.
He's probably still concussed. It's a good body shot from this. Turned into a bit of a scrap here in round 4.
It's a much more competitive fight than I think Josh Taylor would have probably wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But it just shows the levels. Like, he's going from
Good right hand
a
again.
bottom level
Kind
to
of missed that
level.
right hand, but he set it up well when
I
it got
don't
through the
know how
guard. But
someone can age so fast. Do you think it's because he changed coaches and left Ben Davison?
I don't know. I mean, you know my thing. My thing's always sports psychology. You lot laugh at me, but it's always the psychological side. Do you know what I mean? Once you get that loss, and was it back-to-back losses as well?
Yeah. Well, if you want to count Jack Catterall,
Yeah.
Trust me.
But didn't he lose the rematch to Jack Catterall?
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, it was back to back.
Yeah.
You could say 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, 100%.
Could you imagine Jack Catterall being an undisputed champion? Oh my god, that's mad, isn't it? Because at one stage I thought Devin would have fought Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
In a comeback fight, but now I don't even think he can.
Yeah. Who's winning this round? We've got 1 minute left. Difficult score.
I think just Taylor.
Yeah. That's close.
It is.
Good.
That could have actually been a knockdown.
Yeah, 100%. The
That
ropes
could have actually been a
the ropes
knockdown.
have saved Ekow Essuman.
Ekow Essuman from a knockdown.
That's what happens, Shane, when you do not dictate the pace of the fight. You fight to your opponent's pace, and then your opponent says, "Okay, well,
pit against
the ropes get taken as well."
Bro, what is going on here?
We need a bigger ring.
Ekow Essuman's fighting
into a real good dog fight, man.
Trust me, that was a great shot from Ekow.
You know what we're going to call it? A good domestic dust-up. That's what it's called with these types of fights. British level, 2 British men just slugging it out. They don't look like 2 British men in the ring, but that's what they are on their passport, and you can't tell them otherwise, blood. You know what I'm saying? Taylor's left eye, mash up from that right hand.
Trust me, that shot was a real good shot. Ekow must have felt like he won this round because he's now boxing off the back foot like Sugar Ray Leonard.
I don't even know if he's boxing off the back foot. He's just moving side and side. He's not doing any boxing. He's just moving. He's just moving like a foosball table, sideways and sideways. Good right hand again.
Yeah, trust me. He might have stole this round.
You think so?
He might have stole this round, bro.
I'm still going to give that Josh Taylor.
Yeah, he might have stole that round.
Rope set, that's 100% a knockdown. How could it be a knockdown? They didn't get knocked down.
Should be. If the ropes keep you up, it's a knockdown.
The ropes kept them both up.
They both should have got knocked down. I think the Ekow was a proper kept up, though.
I hate these casual boxing fans hating on every fighter going through ups and downs. Yeah, blame Floyd Mayweather for that. What's your take on boxing media dragging Devin for his performance ever since May 2nd? I think that anyone who criticizes Devin Haney's performance more than they criticize more than they criticize Ryan Garcia for taking drugs is a problem. Because I hear way more chat about someone who's winning fights in a style that someone doesn't like them winning fights in than I hear about drugs. Do you know what I mean? Like, we constantly we don't take drugs in this sport seriously enough. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, and if it can,
Ekow won that round.
And to me, it should be a life. I want to see lifetime bans for repeat offenders. Especially, not only was he on drugs, but he also missed weight. And now I've got loads of people that are pharmacists coming forwards and telling me about how the drugs didn't affect him and all the rest of it. I don't care. I don't care what. Do you know what I mean? I don't care.
Why did he look so shit against Rolly?
You give me Taylor that round, eh?
Yeah.
Into round 5. And then always on Tank's D. Yeah. The Tank gets away with murder. Probably like legitimately gets away with murder as well, blood. Sometimes with them gun charges and that, blood. The rope saved him. Andrew Green said, "Then I am the problem." Andrew, we already know you're the problem. You are definitely one of the problems.
Trust me.
Because you want to disrespect Devin Haney for that type of performance. Say that performance is boring. That's not what you want to see. That's fine. That's a valid criticism if that's what you want to do. Some people say, "Oh, Tottenham scumbag to shit 1-0." That's fine. That's your opinion. But why are we not talking about someone who came in overweight to the fight with steroids in their system? Didn't even try to make weight. Do you know what I mean? What are we talking about? We just seen Chris Eubank fined 500 grand for coming in half a pound overweight.
Literally.
So where's the chat for what's Ryan? How overweight was Ryan? What are we doing? £5 million fines?
It was a 1.5 million. So
that was the fine. 1.5 mil. I didn't hear no one talk about that. These pharmacists never mentioned in system flushing or omit details on purpose. 100%. I hope Tank isn't dodging the rematch with Roach with all this Jake Paul talk, bro. The thing is, Tank here,
Josh Taylor
Tank is
actually
making
getting
himself.
backed up now as well.
Tank is
I
making
actually
himself
think
look
that-
like food.
I actually feel like Josh Taylor is looking like a 3-piece right now, bro. He's looking like
Maybe 2 pieces in a biscuit.
whatever he's looking like something that can easily get destroyed.
He's Scottish. What's he looking like? Haggis.
Whatever
Deep fried
it is,
haggis.
bro. He's just looking like a bum, fam. Like honestly, like his last couple of rounds, he's looked terrible, and even now, I think even this round, like it's been a closer round, but bro, he's just not looked himself. This guy, I don't know. Oh, that was a great shot from Josh Taylor. He must
Good
have
shot.
me.
It's a good shot.
Great with left hand again.
Ekow doesn't seem bothered by it though. He doesn't. Josh Taylor just doesn't seem like he's got the power to
Or
really.
I don't know. It might be the confidence that he lost. I don't know what it is. He
Fuck
lost
them.
something though. He lost. Maybe he was on drugs.
No, everybody's on drugs. Fuck, maybe we were on drugs. Fuck it, man.
I think I ain't on drugs.
Had to witness Spurs lift a trophy around the corner
Knicks.
from Amarin. You got crimes to pay for.
Oh my! Ekow just landed a 3-piece on Josh Taylor's face.
Josh Taylor might get saved by the bell here.
Man's hugging up. Well, that's a great shot, bro. These men are going back and forth. This is like a flipping basketball match, bro.
Yeah. I don't go in on Ryan because I don't rate him as a top fighter. Devon's supposed to be a pound for pound fighter, but again, I don't. He can't beat someone. I don't think it makes you not a pound for pound fighter if you lose to someone who's coming into the ring overweight with drugs in their system. So that means you're not pound for pound. If that's the case, and then your comeback fight after that is a kind of boring performance, but you get the win. You box kind of sensible. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd literally. That's how anybody would. That's how AJ.
But why are you talking?
What's the problem?
Why are you talking about Devon's boring performance and not Ryan? The fact that he lost. He lost, bro.
Because he already said he don't rate Ryan. That's why he doesn't go in on him. That's the first part of his comment.
Pause.
Well, that's what he said. Let's not tell him to pause. He said I don't go in on Ryan because I don't rate him
You
as
going
top
on
five.
Devon?
Or you going on Canelo?
I don't go in on none of them.
I'm asking Andrew. Do you know what I mean? No. We need the soundbar.
Yeah, trust
We
me.
need the soundbar. I don't know how to do that, but yeah, we need to figure that out. Tank is a coward. That Jake Paul thing is a farce. Yeah, we already knew that. Round 6.
Ekow,
Who are you giving that round to?
I actually gave that round.
Ekow.
I don't know.
Good right hand from Ekow again.
I actually gave round 4 to Ekow. Josh Taylor, I would probably give him round 5. He landed some good shots at the end. I give him round 4 to Josh Taylor. But yeah, Josh Taylor just doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be levels above Ekow. I don't know, man. That was a good shot from Josh Taylor there, though.
Yeah.
Good shot again.
%. Ishmael said, "Who's winning?"
Probably Josh Taylor.
As my father used to always say to me when I was a kid, nobody is winning until the bell's done. My dad always used to shout at me if I said who's winning in any sport. Canelo walked the gauntlet already. He is now winding down his career. I just want to see that Crawford fight before he retires.
You're gonna see it.
We're going to be live for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Vegas. Thank God.
No one ever blames Ramirez for having no footwork. Listen, if my opponent has glaring weaknesses, I'm taking advantage of it.
Facts.
Or you're going to try to.
100%.
But every time you try to expose that, you're just getting licked with punches. So,
That was a good shot from Josh Taylor.
good shot from Josh Taylor.
Yeah, fam.
20 people in the chat right now. Get the likes up. Try to get us in the algorithm, grow the community, all that good stuff. What are we on?
19.
Okay, yeah, one more like, man. I said set the likes target to 20. So if we get 20 likes, I'll be happy. Good jab from Ekow.
I thought there was a hair in my drink. I thought Alice put a hair in my drink. She's working witchcraft on me or something.
That's she got you telling the track you're gonna go to the other side and all them kind of things.
Boy, you know them way there.
To be fair, did you hear that thing that ginger people are actually black? There's a thing on Twitter. Gingers are actually black. So there's been all these ginger people coming out on social media saying like I've always known there's something different about me. Like
I've heard.
I always
I've heard
loved
the
hip
joke
hop.
before. I've heard a joke
I've
before.
always loved hip hop and stuff.
So you don't know what you don't know something
The
mad.
fact that you had to say is obviously not true. It's cracking me up.
You know you don't know something mad though.
Go on.
You know no, she's not ginger.
Who?
Gwen Stefani, what is she?
I don't know what her natural hair color is. She always has hair.
Blonde.
I've always seen her as blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
King Luke said, "Do you guys read into Dana not promoting the Canelo Crawford fight? I read into it. That's really positive, and I don't want Dana White anywhere near boxing. Fantastic. Saturday, July the 12th, they're advertised on the Zone. Balagan versus Hamza Shiraz. I want them both to lose for some reason. And Shakur Stevenson versus Cepeda.
Yeah.
We're gonna be live.
as
We're
well.
gonna be live for that one for sure. Yeah. What do you think about Dana White not being involved?
Well, the video's out.
Oh, true, sir. We spoke about that on the podcast, King Luke. Go check it out. That brother ran the entire fight against Canelo. He never came to fight. Devin was the one running in his fight, but yet Canelo won and Devin won. So clearly, it's not just a case of running equals losing. Do you know what I mean?
Devin landed more punches than Canelo. That's a fact. According to CompuBox, Devin landed more punches than Canelo. So
Samson said Josh Taylor's done,
and Devin fought a former world champion. Canelo fought a guy that got stopped by Conor Ben. So
Ekow Essuman constantly just fighting back. Oh, it's a good right hand again. Whenever he kind of knows he's fighting in spurts here, Ekow, which is why he's kind of
losing.
Which is why he's losing, but
he's still
in the fight.
Keeping himself competitive, isn't it? Because he lost that last round.
Yeah.
Boy.
Into round 7. Brian said, if Crawford beats Canelo, does he then fight Benavidez? No.
Are you going to fight Usyk?
And then AJ.
There has to be a limit. You know, get what I'm saying? Like, I think Canelo's just because it's the right time, because Canelo's washed like laundry, but...
Couple of good right hands from Ekow Essuman again. Yeah, no, he can't fight Benavidez. That's ridiculous.
And I don't even think Benavidez would be the most money for him anyway.
Yeah. Benavidez wouldn't want that fight because Crawford's not mega money himself. He's looking for the right dance partner to generate money.
I think he actually just wants to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Benavidez is not. He's on his own track. He genuinely wants world titles. Do you know what I'm saying?
Trust me, but Benavidez has moved up a weight class again anyway.
Yeah. I think Crawford should retire if he beats Canelo as one of the best ever. Yeah, yeah. I don't know one of the best ever. Like when I say one of, like what is one of top 5, top 10, top 20, but certainly he'd be a Hall of Fame fighter and a pound for pound great in and one of the greatest of this era for sure.
I mean, beating Canelo's a big thing, bro.
Yeah,
like some people can even make
as bad as Canelo looked against Skull and you know no knockouts in 4 years. He's still free weight classes and Canelo's still winning fights. By the way, this isn't a Canelo that's lost. As much as you could look at him and say he's looking like this, he can't cut off the ring, he's this and that. Who's beat him though? Did Charlo beat him? Did this person beat? Did John Ryder beat him? Like, do you mean there's still people that are fighting Canelo and losing?
Taylor's landing some real big power punches.
Yeah,
I expect them to have some effect at some stage.
Canelo will probably fight Eubank next.
Probably, or Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, Eubank's got some. What's it called? Isn't it? He's got.
Crawford can't beat Canelo on the cards. He has to stop him, and I don't think he can.
I don't know about that.
In Vegas, Canelo versus Crawford. I don't think they can.
I think if it's Ring Magazine, the Ring magazines are pretty consistent still, unless it's Hamza Shiraz.
Unless you're Muslim, you mean?
Well, you said it, not me. Innit?
You might have to go out there some alhamdulillah to get on the. Yeah, you start the more alhamdulillah you start 2-0 up.
Lidge.
If you and AJ were to fight, do you guys see them fighting for a world title again?
No.
Probably not.
Maybe
Fury. Maybe Fury.
I mean, AJ might fight Dubois, but that's after he loses to Usyk, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, they might fight for a vacant when Usyk retires. There's a good body shot from Josh Taylor. He's got a bad cut though on his left eye.
But he's English, isn't it? Them or Scottish. Them man cut easy.
Is it left eye or right eye? Yeah, it's left eye. Left eye like TLC.
Lisa Lopez.
Is it left eye?
Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it TLC?
Yeah.
Really, TLC sing a few songs.
Mm-hmm. No
No
scrubs.
Scrubs, the biggest one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are
fuck.
you? Is that your kind of music? Like you like that type of music? You into that Destiny Child and that? I hear you still.
Like, mash up the whole generation.
Nah, bro, I love that type of music as well. My sister grew up in that kind of music. Do you used to like Cheetah Girls and that? I thought so.
Cheetah girls, you know.
Well, you know how much Kella I used to see that go to their yard and they serve Cheetah Girls posters in their yard and that.
Samson said, I don't think Canelo is. Look, you bring up Gal again. I don't
Oh,
think.
man, I'll proudly bring up Gal, bro. I love it when you bring up man. I bring up Gal every day.
I got Gal in my yard. I don't know.
No,
I never seen the Gal in your yard, so I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You said why you're questioning me bringing up Gal. What do you want me to bring up, man?
If United fans stand and clap for Amarin tomorrow, they deserve misery next season. They are weak and pathetic like Arsenal fans. This guy,
What team does he support?
the Portmore, it's Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
Does Nick think Arsenal will do anything different next season? Bro, this guy just looks for beef. He just can't say
Honestly,
looking
bro, what signings are Portmore United going to get?
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
let's do a deal for Raheem Sterling. Let's do a deal.
Bro, I'll keep it real though. What I want you to do, Andrew Green, please, this season, do a transfer daily for Portmore United.
Does Nick think they'll do anything different this season? If not, why don't you just get rid of Arteta now? Well, you ask me these questions all the time, like I'm on the board. Like I have no say over who gets it. If I sit here and say you're right, let's get rid of Arteta. Guess what? Tomorrow morning, nothing changes. Like I don't have any power to get rid of Arteta. The question is the board. I would be down to get rid of Arteta if that meant if I thought we got rid of Arteta and got in a new manager, and under the new manager we went right, Gyökeres, striker. Okay, cool. Rodrigo, winger. Okay, cool. We get this.
Good body shot again.
If that's not going to happen regardless, so what difference does it make?
Yeah, trust me. Ekow Essuman's landed some good shots in this run.
Andrew said, White girl got taste in music. Nick is punching up. But I need to see your girl.
Trust me. He might have good girl though.
He might, that's what I'm saying.
Jamaica's
Let
got
me
some good girl.
Yeah, 100%. No doubt. No doubt. Brian said Callum Smith versus Boatsy 2. I think Callum Smith
Who has a
fight
picture?
Anthony Yard.
Or Benavides. One of the two.
Yeah. I want to see.
Bro, man had to use a rope to keep him up. Good body shot from Josh Taylor. Good shot again from Josh Taylor. These men are fighting like, bruv, this is back and forth, bro.
Yeah.
No one's actually been able to.
Do you know what I rate
momentum.
I rate that they're fighting so back and forth and going like blood and guts with this, yeah, for a fight that don't mean nothing. Because a lot of man, obviously it does mean something, don't mean nothing, but a lot of man, when the fight gets too tough and there's no belt, there's no major, do you know what I'm saying? Like man can just, do you know what I'm saying?
But they both got something to fight for, it. Josh
Yeah.
Taylor's cut even more over that eye now. That guy's
Yeah.
proper busted.
Whereas Essuman is
Great right shot right in the eye again.
We said that
And then Josh Taylor
and it was a good counter
landed
punch.
a good left hand back. I think Ekow's winning this round, you know.
I think so as well.
This would actually be my either third or fourth Ekow round, which either would mean he's 2 points behind or equal. If actually this actually might be my fourth Ekow round, you know. I actually might have it even. Good body shot from Josh Taylor. It's 8 rounds.
It's a good body
It's
shot.
8 rounds. There was 2 rounds I gave him in a
I think
row.
I've given Ekow 3 rounds.
Maybe 3 rounds then. Maybe 3 rounds. But
1.
I gave him that last round.
Yeah. I'm 3 rounds behind.
3 rounds behind.
I must have done one of them wrong. Have I given him any other rounds?
How much rounds have you given him?
2.
You gave him round 3.
Okay, round 3 I didn't. Yeah, I gave him round 3.
And you didn't give him round 4.
No.
You didn't give him round 4. That's why I gave him round 4.
Oh, okay, fine. Thoughts on Dubois' guy saying he'd rip Usyk's eye out in a street fight? He's a pussy. He's an idiot for that. What's his name? Shouts and pouts. What's the brother's name?
Whatever.
We can't. We can't have a nickname for him. I can't remember. But that guy's a side man.
That was what's his name? Son.
Don Charles' son.
Charles' son.
Yeah, he's not a Don though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Little Charles blood. He's a pussy. He's a pussy for that. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't talk to a heavyweight champion like that, especially a heavyweight champion where there's no needle. If man had said something about your gal or your wife or whatever, and you said that, fair enough. But you're not even in the fight.
Good body
If
shot
you
from
wanted to
Josh
rip
Taylor.
his eye out, do you know what you could do? Go in the gym, train, beat someone in a fight, and try and get an actual fight with him, you pussy. It takes nothing. Good right
Josh
hands.
Taylor's got
Osman.
with 3 good right hands.
Four right hands. 4 right hands now in a row.
Josh Taylor is holding on.
Ramsey Bolton, that's what we called him. Yeah. He's not even Ramsey Bolton, blood. He's Theon Greyjoy, blood, because he's got no balls, blood. You know, like that. He's an idiot.
That jab was so dead from Josh
Yeah,
Taylor.
there's no belief in that jab.
Literally.
It makes you wonder, Shane, what could Ekow Essuman do against Josh Taylor if he did have some footwork? Josh Taylor going for timing. Ekow just going for just like throw bare right hands to see what happens. Josh Taylor going for the time. Going to try to time them. Does this devalue Teo's Josh Taylor win? Nah, the Josh Taylor that Teo beat was a different Josh Taylor.
Good shot from Ekow.
First good left hand from him. To be fair.
Another good shot from Ekow. Another good shot from Ekow.
He's got no setup, Ekow. Like, you know, when Josh Taylor isn't moving, he's not trying to set anything up. He's just waiting and reacting to what Josh Taylor does. He needs to try and set something up.
I think Ekow's just limited, so he's just doing the best that he can, fam. The vibes thing from him. Good shot from him.
36 years old. He's not breaking out new skills, is he? Oh, it's a good right hand.
Great right hand from Ekow.
Nice. Though. It's like kind of a straight right.
Literally.
It's good left hand from Josh Taylor out of the break. Ekow can't fight off the break.
Not at all.
He has to really go back and reset himself completely.
And wind himself up.
Yeah, bro. It's like he definitely don't drive a manual car. Do you know what I'm saying? Because man's got to put, like, do you know what I mean? Man's got to put up the handbrake and go into neutral
again
every single time.
Good shot.
He's definitely got the power. Oh, they're too close. Them punches ain't doing that.
Like, you'd be scoring shots still.
Yeah.
But then you got caught with a right hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this devalues Teo's win over Josh. Like I say, Teo's win over Josh over a very dominant Josh Taylor, and a win is a win at the end of the day.
Literally. He's tying up, boy.
He must be hurt.
I think this round I got to give to Ekow as well.
Yeah. This is the first fight that might not end in a knockout. It's been knockout since I tuned in anyway. It's been knockout all the way through.
Yeah, I only been watching it since
another good right hand from Essuman.
Good body shot again.
It's got to be another Essuman round, man. I've got it 87-85.
2 rounds apart. Are you saying if he wins the next 3 rounds, he can win the fight?
Wins the next 3 rounds, in my opinion, he does win the fight because there's swing rounds that you've given to him that I haven't. So I'm being like, you know, kind of conservative with what I'm rating him.
Trust me.
I was saying earlier, it's good to see ring card comes back, bro. I swear down. Every time I see them, I just think of the flipping Ed Sheeran lookalike thing, and it just kills me.
I don't know why they do that.
It's so random.
Right hand.
We were saying earlier, like, if they don't want to have ring card girls, they can just have like normal people in a normal outfit rather than a sexy outfit. Just do it.
Girl, why are you not getting girls?
No, but I'm saying
do that ring card girls.
If you really didn't like it, replacing it with a celebrity.
But you know what? I'm starting to wonder.
What?
Like, why do we first the Crawford holding hands thing, and then you say like black man heavyweights, and then no ring card girls. I'm starting to question things like, what's going on here, bro? Like, what is going on, fam? Anybody who gets rid of gal, I have to question their you know what I'm saying, what side they're on, because I can't live without gal. So
Carl Fraser's got to have been one. He's got it.
I think that's how I have it.
Yeah,
I think that's how I actually have it.
Anyways, dressing.
I'm not saying that. I will never say that. I'm not that. That's not my words. I'm just saying anybody who gets rid of gal isn't my type of person. Because
Samson's laughing.
What a shot from Ekow! He landed a great, and he's got it against the ropes. That was another great right hand. I can't lie. Josh Taylor is in some serious trouble.
Ekow just stepped forward there, though. If he was smart, he would have taken a step back.
Again, another good shot in the inside. Josh Taylor is losing all the momentum.
When he lands a power punch, though, Shane, he's actually smothering his own work by stepping in.
I think he just realized realizes the safe space is all the way in.
Taylor's trying to wrestle him now.
Because
When
Josh Taylor's fighting on the outside, Josh Taylor can establish the jab. But when he's all the way in, pause, you're like that. You see how there's distance? Josh Taylor can land shots. But when it's close, Josh Taylor's getting caught, just like that.
Samson said Shane is not letting that shouts and pouts name stick at all. And Matt said, Shane, stop it with laughing emojis. Dead man kill for things like that.
Kill for what?
For insinuations about my man.
I never said I'm not saying, listen to what I said. I said, anybody who gets rid of gal, I have a problem with. Because I love gal. So that's all I'm saying. Anybody who gets, remember, I said it last week, bro. Saudi and Jamaican culture is the polar opposite of each other. I come from a country, well, Saudi's a country where there's one man with 5 gal. I come from a country where one gal have 5 baby fathers. That's the country that I come from, bro. So we're culturally, you know what I'm saying, we're not the same. Josh Taylor's actually recovered really well in this round. Yeah, he can actually win this round if he wins the last minute, but he's getting backed up again. The thing is, yeah, I think Ekow can only fight in spurts.
He can. That's what I said to you before. He's got the power. He doesn't have the footwork. He can't set things up. But when he's hurting him in earlier fights, he hasn't had a great
right hand again from Ekow.
It's more Josh Taylor giving him the gaps though, Shane. Like, look at that left hand. Look how low it is.
Trust me.
Do you know what I mean?
That was a terrible shot from him.
It's got to be an Ekow Essuman round.
Definitely.
He may win this fight, Shane. Carl Frampton's got it one round. They'll have it tied up after this.
The momentum is gone. The momentum is with
And
Ekow.
the hands are beginning to drop. They're both really well-conditioned fighters, don't get me wrong. But the right hand is landing consistent. I said in round 2, all Ekow Essuman has got is that right hand. And he's landed it we're in round 10 now, and he's still landing it. Josh Taylor's
that's a great shot from Ekow. The left hand and the right hand.
Josh Taylor's corner was just screaming for him to step in and go for it, and that's when he got caught with that left hand. That could be some bad instructions there, because he had already
lost the round.
He'd already lost the round, and you could have saved him a little bit there. I'm not sure about that one. Max said he can see Essuman winning this.
What is
Max said, I'm just saying they don't like gays over there.
I'm not saying
Samson said Josh's jab ain't at the level it was before.
I think that's the only thing Saudi and Jamaicans have in common.
What, they dislike for gay people?
But I don't dislike gay people. I don't dislike people.
You like gay people?
I love gal. That's what I love, bro. That's got nothing to do with I love women, bro. Like, that's what I love. That is one of my. If I had to go a year without like boxing or a year without gal, you ain't gonna see me on the show no more.
What about a year without food or a year without pum pum?
Well, I'll be dead, innit?
No, you had like bread and water, water and pum pum, or all the food but no pum pum.
Bread, water, and pum pum.
Really,
bro? No pum pum, bro. You know how hard life would be with no pum pum, bro. You ain't had, bro. You. I know you've had some good pum pum. So
I can pattern myself in certain areas. Do you know what I mean? Man can't just eat like
bro. Just bread, bro. Just butter and bread, fam. Butter and bread. No pum pum, bro.
I don't even know if I'm in the mood for pum pum. Just after 2 months of just butter and bread, blood.
Bro, I don't mind that, fam. I just turned into a straight great shot again. Another 2-piece with the right hand.
Taylor could potentially be stopped here. He doesn't look like nothing. Body language, but the body language ain't there. The right hands,
a good combination.
The right hands are doing more and more damage as the fight goes on.
We've got caught with another 3-piece. This is the thing. Josh is landing one, and he's going with a lot.
Really good conditioning. Ekow Essuman is almost a stereotypical black British fighter. No tech and pure athleticism and conditioning.
But he's built a lot of confidence in this fight because of the last few rounds. But I don't know why he's backing off.
No, he needs to back off. He needs the space. He's not technical enough to set up close. He can't do it. Here is nothing. He gets no joy here. He needs to step off, go into neutral, pull the handbrake up, and restart. It's like a driver in their driving lessons. He can't fight up close.
Good job again. Oh, that right hand almost landed. Josh
Taylor's left hand now. Josh lower and lower.
Resigned.
Another good left hand up against the rope.
Literally losing all the momentum right now.
100%. Look at round 10 stats.
Rotted.
Outthrown, outlanded, everything.
21 punches landed in that round. Rotted.
Essuman looking for that right hand again. Another good right hand again.
And a left hand.
Body shots.
Left hand.
Now the body shots as well.
This is looking bleak.
Yeah, it's looking dark for Josh Taylor. He ain't getting no Devin Haney fight. He ain't getting none of these fights, bro.
He might be getting a fight with the boy. I don't even want to say what I was gonna say. But Ekow's beating him up, but he's showing it. He's showing Josh Taylor.
At home as well, in front of your own crowd. This is not great. I look at Johnny Fisher last week. It's not great to be fit. You might as well be an away fighter.
Trust me.
Everyone is getting bust up at home.
Lidge. Great shot.
I was gonna make a joke about that.
You see,
Like Cassie. Do you know what it was? There was
that is a great right hand. We just say
Mrs. Bibble, Mrs. Davis, Tank Davis.
I don't think Davis is married though.
Yeah, even
That's
still.
probably a baby mom.
Yeah, even still. Can I make it okay?
No.
Oh, okay.
I told you though. I told you what it is with just. I told you what it was with Tank, innit? Like Tank was accused of beating up his wife and was praised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because all his fans have 1-digit IQs, but I told you, that man drink tap water with lead in it. Where Tank.
Oh my days, that's Flint, fam.
That's the same place, bro. That's the same.
Flint
place.
Is
I don't give a backside where these people are from, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
care.
Ekow's definitely won this round again. I can't lie. Yeah, Josh Taylor's losing on my cards. I can't lie.
I think they're drawing now on my. Well, they can't be drawing on my card now, but after round 11. But I think it's pretty close. This is at 147, right?
Yeah.
Samson said.
Yeah. No, you got it night.
No, 105, 105. I don't
Oh,
know.
How did,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because you didn't wait.
I don't know how I've done that.
One of your rounds you didn't score properly.
This one I jumped to 70. Yeah, I fucked this up. I have to go back and look at it. I fucked it up. Look, this one I've done 20 points. So here. So I've given him 9. That should be 74. And then here I've given him 9.
That should be 84. Cool.
Then here I've given him 9, so that should be 94.
Mm-hmm. That should be 104.
What's the last round? Championship round?
Yeah.
There you go.
So you've only given him 5 rounds?
Yeah.
So you're giving him the last 4 and 1 round out before that?
Yeah.
That was different. I don't have it that way still.
Yeah. Have you got him up now?
I got him up.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm in the chat. Have you got Essuman up? Andrew Green trying to get us to talk about Cassie. We'll come to that. That's for the second channel.
good body shot. This fight is literally on a knife edge.
It's on a knife edge, yeah.
Yeah,
Even Carl Frampton's got him up, and Carl Frampton, you know.
To be fair,
he's not going to be biased.
I gave round 7 to Taylor and I gave round 4 to Ekow. So that's the only difference we have.
Mac, talk to your boy Andrew, Mac. Andrew's always trying to get us cancelled. We're talking about boxing. Andrew just comes to the Cassie thing. It's my fault because I bought out Cassie, but still. Mac said, where did that come from, Andrew? Andrew said, I'm conflicted on the Cassie thing. Yeah, Diddy is a pussy, but she was setting the things up. He should be on trial with him as a co-conspirator.
Nah, at the end of the day, bro, P. Diddy's a wronging fam.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Oh my days, I thought Josh Taylor almost got dropped there. Man was just willy bouncing in the ring there after he got shot. This round's tough to score. This round has been tough to score.
Well, if you're Josh Taylor, that's got to be your goal right now, right? Make it as difficult to score as possible, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever wins this last half of the round probably will win the fight. Because this round's been tough to score. Josh Taylor's now choosing to throw the jab. That was a good short right hand from Josh Taylor.
Who's winning the fight? Milo. It's on a knife edge. We're in round 12. I've got Ekow down by 1, so if he wins this, it would go to a draw. Shane's got Ekow up.
This round's been a lot.
Carl Frampton's card has Ekow up, but this round has been really difficult to score. It's the last minute, and it's there to be won.
There's been a lot of clinching.
It's all from Taylor, though. Ekow needs to step back. Taylor's going to try and nick it.
But then they both snip and tuck. That was a good shot.
He needs to step back here, though. He needs to step back. You can't fight there. You actually don't have the technical ability to fight there. You have to step back. This is your range. And you look for that right hand.
That was a good left hand.
Step back and find that right hand again. That's it. He found it all night.
Almost landed it there. Just missed. Oh, that's a good shot from
Taylor. Big left hand.
And a good comeback.
It's good. The right hand comes back from Ekow Essuman, though. But yeah, Taylor got the better of that exchange for sure. But Taylor's more technical. Look, he can fight here at close. He can fight up close. Essuman can't fight up close.
Just Taylor slightly nicked this last round, you know.
Could be a draw, you know, Shane.
That was a great shot.
Two good right hands from Ekow.
That's
Last
a great
14
shot again. That was
seconds.
a good comeback from Josh Taylor. This has been a tough round.
This can be a draw, you know.
It's been a tough round to score. I'd probably say Josh Taylor's just won. Oh,
He looked like his legs buckled there, didn't it?
Did it? I don't know.
It looked like it did, but maybe he was just tired.
That's a tough round to score. Probably slightly lean Josh Taylor.
I lean Josh Taylor.
I got a draw on my scorecard. Actually,
I've got it Josh Taylor by 2.
I got a draw on my scorecard still.
Max said true. She's only talking now because the money's looking low. She weren't saying anything when man were pissing on her. Fucking blood.
Bro, you lot are
crazy. You lot are crazy. She sent Diddy Cuddy's address so he could blow up the car. And Max said, "I believe it." You man are moving crazy. Let's wait for the final score for the judges' scorecards. For me, like I said, I've got Josh Taylor up, but it could easily be a draw.
Away. It could have gone. I could even have a world where Ekow wins it.
Yeah,
but I have a draw still.
Ekow holding up someone there on his shirt. Obviously, someone that's passed away.
Did you hear about the girl that passed away?
Yeah. There was a minute silence for her earlier on.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
still. She was
misdiagnosed.
F the NHS.
Remember,
I told you.
Yeah, we were talking about Western medicine.
About the Western medication, bro. I'm not into this medication thing.
I try not to take it, bro. But you know what I'm saying, every time I get a headache, it's like go take a painkiller, bro.
Someone, bro. I grew up on ginger tea and lemon tea, and fever grass and them things.
Yeah. And strong back.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta use a strong back when I've actually never used strong back, but I've used
strong back
before,
and Moby.
You ever had Stone before?
Nah.
Boy, Stone is
drink Moby.
No, I never drank Moby, but I know Andrew Green knows about Stone.
Herbs and weed are my medicine, 100%. Andrew Green, you drink Moby?
Or do you drink Strongback or Stone?
Andrew Green definitely. He's gonna say he don't drink Strongback, but I bet he does. He's gonna lie.
How much pitney you got?
I think Andrew's young, man. He's young. I think he's younger than us. I think he's younger than you.
Are you sure?
Andrew, how old are you? I'm sure.
That doesn't stop a Jamaican from.
It's true. That's true. Shane, what's your take on Shaw as playing the final in?
I don't
know. His weight class. Strongback, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
50 has it a draw. Max says it's either a draw.
What's you guys?
It's 22. Yeah, I thought so. I knew he was young.
How much pitney you got? Everybody, let us know. Let us know what you think the result will be. Because I've got a draw. But
I've got a Josh Taylor.
Let us know. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Taylor wins it though in Scotland.
Yeah, you'd expect him to win it in Scotland.
But if he loses, he can't blame. He has to blame himself still.
The fight was close enough that it's no robbery.
Samson said Usman won.
I don't have any kids that I know of, he said.
Boy, I know the feeling still.
That's why Jamaicans are so fast, isn't it? Run away from their picnic.
Josh Taylor. Ekow Essuman
won. Unanimous decision.
One of them was 116. One of them was 116, 112. One of them was 116, 112. One was a 115, 113, which I think I could see that. But 116, 112. Josh Taylor's career is done, fam.
Yeah.
Josh Taylor is done out, fam. Done out. You're done.
Yeah.
You got to put Prince Nassim voice, bro.
Yeah.
You got to call it a day,
man. No, I think, as Prince Nassim said, I think you should just finish.
Literally.
I think you should just finish,
bro.
Do you know what I mean? Because on that type of performance, Chris Eubank puts him in a casket. Conor Benn comprehensively beats him. Let's look at it this way. What names are there for him? Any name that we suggest, they're either going to crack harder than Usman or they're going to throw punches and fight more consistently than Usman. And that wasn't actually a bad Josh Taylor performance for where he's at in his career. He probably could have done a little bit more, but he looks like he pretty much gave everything that he had to give. Do you know what I'm saying? So Mac is, you know what, yeah? You know what? Yeah, I don't know how far we can go with this channel. You know,
It's not far.
I actually do not know
Not
how
far.
far we can go with this channel.
Not far.
I actually do not know. You lot are not serious people. Have you seen Succession?
No.
It's about the billionaire dad and his kids trying to take over the company.
No.
Which kid is he going to give it to? And he says to his kids,
But
"You
the
are."
punch stats don't lie though.
He looks at his kids in one of the episodes and says, "You are not serious fucking people. You lot are not serious people. How can Mac say the superior race wins again, Mac? We're not going nowhere with this channel, bro.
No way. We're fired, fam. We're losing. How can you post that? How can someone even type that? What is going on here, bro? Because I'm not even gonna lie.
And randomly, Andrew Green's response to that is, "Are you staying with your gal if you found out she was getting pissed on?" Where are we going with this
going? What's going on? What, am I living or am I dead?
I'm just matching energy. I weren't like this before. Oh, God.
Hey, fam, this is mad.
I'm slightly proud.
What's how they do with them glasses? Man, looking like a jovial witness, man. What's going on here, bro?
A what? A Jovial witness.
Jovial witness. Only say,
Look at Josh saying he's bouncing, but he's not saying bye to the fans, no waving. That he's
that's the
bouncing.
second time Scottish people have gone to Scotland to watch this guy fight and lose.
My days.
It's peak, fam. Who do you want to see Ekow fight next?
No one.
You don't want to see him fight like a Conor Ben?
No.
Harlem Eubank?
No. Harlem Eubank's like young and up and coming, so even if he beats Ekow Essuman, it's like, who are you? We have to see what he does against Jack Catterall, but people will be, he's 36, he's not a top guy, whatever. I don't know, man. He's 36, bro. He looks like a geography teacher. Like, well, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a big fight, blood. It's a big fight, bro.
Nah, man. 50 said this chat is wild, 100%. You can get a solid fan base of 1,000 people. I've seen crazier chats with way more. Yeah.
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
I blame Shane. It was all normal before Shane, bro. Harlem Eubank is 31. I thought he was younger than that.
Me as well.
I thought, is he 31 for real? Fair enough.
Well, he ain't gonna be fake age.
No, I don't think that. He just looks like, like a ventriloquist dummy.
Do
you not think he does?
A little bit, yeah.
He actually does.
A little.
You look like a ventriloquist dummy for real, blood. Sit that way, bro. Let me look at this guy. Yo, you man tell me seriously that he don't look like that. Harlem Eubank don't look like a ventriloquist dummy. Do you know what I mean?
That's funny.
Does Kakachi now get big money fights?
Well, he done well the other week against what's it called? Against was it Lee Wood, didn't it? Where
Yeah.
the Wood, but yeah.
Yeah.
He turned down the Sugar Nunes fight, so maybe I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's with Frank. Frank's gonna move him however he wants to move him. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, what that means for, I don't know, man. Yeah, Harlem Eubank, yeah, I guess so. More just domestic fight, more like big domestic fights.
Yeah,
for Aston. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna go sell out on the world stage. So.
Is there any topics whilst you lot are in the chat that you want us to talk about surrounding the sport of boxing? Just let us know. We got maybe like 10 minutes, 20 minutes left. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know about any topics. Like, and obviously, what we do on the weekly podcast is we talk about like the kind of the on brand news stuff, but we want to be talking about some stuff that's kind of general bigger topics. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll have Diallo here late. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you man playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
So,
I hope we lose as well.
I thought you said earlier that you never hope that United lose.
In this case, us losing is us winning. In the long run. I'm so done.
Andrew said Diddy was boxing Cassie, to be fair. Andrew Green, I fucking hate him.
I swear, Andrew Green, yeah, you need to get fined. Where did he get fined? How did he find it?
This Andrew is definitely he was a DR Sports person.
He's from DR.
Andrew was with us from DR Sports, I'm pretty sure.
He's probably one of the few.
I'm pretty sure he was with us from DR. Andrew, are you from DR Sports or from Rants? I'm pretty sure Andrew's from DR Sports. Max said lol.
I'm surprised your data ain't finished in Jamaica still, because the plans out there are horrible.
I'm surprised the message.
Just to let you know,
on time.
I actually will be going to Jamaica this year still. Not out of choice, out of work.
You're getting trafficked. What do you mean you're going to Jamaica not out of choice?
Working for the white man, innit?
That's where I'm. You on a plantation.
Bro, might as well be blood.
Tank changing his number on Roach. Changing his number.
Changing it? What do you mean?
Man has Wi-Fi. Diddy versus Kanye. Who wins in a boxing match? Definitely Diddy, by the way. Definitely. It's not even close.
Why?
Kanye was not a street dude. Diddy is a legitimate street. Like, if you know,
Yeah, but that's being a street. You don't mean you can fight.
I hear you, but Diddy's boxed up, man. Diddy's boxed up. Drake, he's boxed people up before, like in real life. Kanye's not a violent person. If you know Diddy's story, you know Diddy will put hands on someone, bro.
He put hands on Cassie.
No, but he on men as well.
As you said, he's got a living sparring partner, bro.
But he slapped the shit out of Drake over one of their beats. This a few years ago when Views came out. I can't remember what beat it was. Man that know the story, it's like a known thing. And he punched up Drake. He's definitely a real
fierce. He's
definitely one of them guys, 100%. I'm a modern Rancis Trammer. First time I saw Nick was Band Sports Ooze. Okay, cool. Okay, sick. So he's from
way back.
That's from way back. Yeah. Diddy versus Kanye. When Atomo will start fighting decent fighters. Yeah.
In terms of Atomo,
you man heard about DDG beating up his baby. You man are just on this.
Who?
DDG beat apparently.
Who's DDG?
Well, if you don't know who he is, it's pointless, isn't it? But do you know Halle Bailey? You know the Bailey sisters?
Yeah.
He was with her. He's like a streamer, rapper kind of person, and they got a ute together. And allegedly,
oh yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, apparently she put charges on him because.
But in terms of a Atomo fight, when would the Atomo fight decent fight? He's gonna be moved slowly, isn't it? He's gonna be moved slowly.
Yeah. Drake don't count. He's a gal as well. Yeah, I guess that's facts. I guess that's true. Yeah, you don't get no ratings for that.
That's
basically what I'm hearing from the man them is they don't want to hear no boxing stuff. They just want to hear pure scandalous and badness, bro. What's going on?
Bro, when we launched the new channel, I hope you man are there front, live and center.
This man better not subscribe and all kind of fuckery.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
You know, bro, these men are like, you know them black people that tell you, oh, you really need to start your own business.
Yeah, they don't buy the business.
They don't buy nothing in your shop, bro.
That guy is lying. Your Andrew Green don't believe none of the women, bro. He don't believe none of the women, bro.
Yeah, Andrew Green, you need to, like, I can't lie, like, you need to stay as one of them people who type and never go on camera still. You get cancelled quick.
Samson said you'll get a stronger channel on the other one, to be honest. Yeah, probably. We did say that. We're like, the new channels we're looking to do will probably get bigger, but this joy is, the new channels will be vibes that will definitely have. Not definitely, will almost certainly, they're bigger markets in it, so they're probably bigger. But in boxing, we are experts in what we're talking about, whereas the other stuff, we're just random brothers on the street chatting shit. So we could do a 20-minute video about a topic and be wrong about everything.
Also, you also got to bear in mind that this is how me and Nick met. So we didn't know that we would have this rapport until we done boxing content.
Yeah.
So it had to start here.
I wasn't sure about him at first, you know what I'm saying, but
bro, I was sure about me.
I was sure. You gonna say you were sure about me? I was like, oh, okay.
No, I was sure about me.
I say no more. Imagine having the title of another man's face in your body. Drake is crazy. Yeah,
that's what Nick would do. Still, I could see you getting the title of like a really powerful leader of the past.
I don't do titles.
Me neither. Still.
Ali the type of girl to do it to herself and then sue you. You lot are just. This is just madness.
I don't agree with that.
You lot are just madness, bruv. You lot just.
Yeah, we want to do that still.
Run a call-in show at some point.
We be too jokes.
No, but the thing, you man moved too reckless for us to call you in on the show. You lot moved too reckless
on Patreon or something.
Yeah, 100%. Because you man just gonna move too crazy. You man's gonna come in and just say just pure wildness, bruv.
Man, they're just gonna be cussing everybody, bro.
The other channel will help you build this one more. Yeah, that's true. 100%. Light skin behavior, gone girl settings.
I'm so done.
Wrap this up, man, because these men just been crazy. So Andrew's just here for a therapy session. One gal hurt him, so he's just going on all the gal in the world, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Calling will get you guys sent down. Yeah, Samson knows. Samson knows 100%. 100%. No, I'll filter it, keep it media friendly. The thing is, for me, I don't want to be media friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I just want to talk the real.
Nick is one of them people who, if we get cancelled because of anyone, it will be because of Nick. It won't be because of anyone.
When I first went on Band Sports Ooze, X gave me a whole rundown. He was like, bruv, just don't move mad. Because he was telling me before, like, he was like, just chat how, I was like, what do I do? He's like, just chat how we chat with the man then. I was like we do with the man then. He's like, okay, no. Okay, not like that. But like, he had to give me like some proper training into like what to do and what not to do.
To be fair, with X, yeah, X is like a professional.
Yeah, 100%. He's a consummate professional.
This is how this guy gets paid.
Rance is kind of on the border. Because Rance will touch on certain topics.
Touch on it, but he's not
going to go in. Yeah. Hey, yo.
Pause.
Fuck you, bro.
Pause, because Rance has got a girl in it. So
that light skin slander needs to stop. It will never stop. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I also said just that. I said this earlier. I said this earlier to the chat. I said the light makes me look lighter than I'm not that light. Well, you lot, I said I'm not that light.
You're light enough.
On the streets, I'm a black. On IC3 when the people them, you see me. So
that's IC 2.5. What's IC 2? Oriental.
I'm not them, so I don't know.
That's an IC at.
Oh my days. White Southern Europe. Yeah, see now that's not me.
IC3 is
black, sub-Saharan African, Afro-Caribbean. Yeah.
And IC4 is Asian. IC5 is Oriental. So you're IC 3.5.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was waiting for that. I was gonna help you. I was gonna say you would help with this. So Rance talks are madness sometimes. I don't get why. I get why he doesn't use sponsors. Who won, by the way? Essuman.
Ekow Essuman beat Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor's finished. I think you're Sri Lankan, to be honest, bro. I didn't ask you what you thought.
He's not Sri Lankan.
I didn't ask you what you thought. Now mad people say that, bro. You see what
you actually don't look Sri Lankan.
No, I don't, bro. Because them man just look. Sri Lankans look kind of dusty. But you see, like
that is so racist.
What Sri Lanka? I don't. They do though. They got the dusty. And they look like Indians that just come out of like a storm. Do you know Sri Lankans? Do you know Sri Lankans?
Yes, I do.
So you know what's saying is true,
bro. That is disrespect. We're cancelled. We're cancelled.
Is that true?
That's like saying Nigerians look like Ghanaians that's just been burnt too long, bro. That's what it's like.
That might be facts. That might be facts.
Actually not facts.
That might be facts.
It's actually not facts. Because Ghanaians are dark as well.
But Ghanaians, all their heads are proper square.
No,
their heads are actually square. So the average human head's like rectangle or oval. Ghanaians' heads are actually square.
But Nigerians got bigger heads and bigger facial features than Ghanaians.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, if a Nigerian walked into this room and took a deep breath, we would die of suffocation.
When you see a Nigerian person, when you see like a Nigerian person and an English person next to each other, it just looks like the Nigerians stole all their features. It looks like they took their nose and lips and added it to their own. Do you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, you would die of suffocation if you took a deep breath in it. There would be no more oxygen left.
Nicholas Eritrean.
Bro.
This is why I mean my masculine energy. I can call the whole country dusty, and then look. Nick,
you lot can laugh about
scam Nick for him to be moving like with Sri Lankan bro.
You know,
I love Sri Lankan people as well.
Look.
I love Sri Lankan people as well.
I don't know, bro.
Samson said I'm light skinned Nigerian. There's a wider range than you think. Yeah, the bleach be selling out hardcore. You're not Yoruba. What tribe are you? You're gonna be from some little man tribe. He's gonna be some little man. What's the two main tribes? Yoruba and Igbo. Yeah.
Yoruba and Yoruba.
Yeah.
And you got Hausa, and you got a few others still.
He said crazy. No, don't say crazy. Well, you're not crazy tribe. What tribe, bro? What I'm saying, man, ain't trying to tell us. Ramla Ali, one fine specimen. I'll be real. Ramla Ali.
I should have known you were African with the name Samson. Still.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Listen, man, we're going to let you lot know when we launch the new channel. We're going to keep trying to grow the Only Fact Sports thing. So any of your friends or family members, brethren, whatever that's into football, boxing, sports, send them the channel. Yoruba, mum's light skin, dad's dark skin. I say no more. I hear you. We are live next week for Caleb Plant. Then we're live for Fabio Wardley, Davis versus Santos, Opataya. The following week, Hitchens versus Cambosis. Then 2 weeks after that, we're live for Wilder return. And then we're live the following day for Jake Paul as well, because that's going to be in Vegas. So live for bare stuff. What do you think the Manny Pacquiao fight is for money? 100%.
What else is it going to be for?
Probably spend all the money on tights and high heels. So
who?
Manny.
Manny's not into them things there.
He's from Philippines, isn't it?
But have you not heard what he said about? Have you not heard Manny's comments about them type of people there? He got cancelled.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, bro, go research what Manny said about them. Manny's not on that, bro.
Like Nigerian, I ain't met one normal one. Someone said. Andrew said, "Is it racist that when I hear a Nigerian, I automatically think of scamming?" Bro, you're Jamaican.
Literally.
Do you lot are the Nigerians of the Caribbean?
Caribbean, trust me, bro. Jamaicans are known for scamming as well, bro. I'm pretty sure you're literally right now with a flipping American
He's got a Canadian visa, he said. So he probably scammed that. Team Slime TV said Essuman did it. Can't wait for this fight to watch this fight back. Yeah, Essuman did it, bro. 100%. He unanimous decision as well. No controversy, nothing. Bro, look, no Riyadh season. Good scorecard. Blood, it happens.
Right.
Manny spent all his money on his campaign, and also I heard he gives out a lot. I hear it, and the night deal got cancelled because of his comments. Let's peak.
Go to research it, bro. 'Cause I don't want to get cancelled, fam.
Man, I'm gonna love you and leave you until next time. Like I said, we'll be live next week for Caleb Plant. We've got content dropping all throughout the week because we shot the podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and the
but we got content
dropping
today.
So what's dropping today?
Today is the Teofimo Canelo.
Teofimo.
The Canelo and Boots team.
Canelo versus Boots sparring, that's dropping today. Tomorrow we're going to have the Premier League wrap up and all the awards and all that kind of stuff. And then
Monday I think will be the Anthony Joshua content, and then Tuesday might be Tank and Turkey, and then Wednesday we will be filming, or Tuesday we might be filming. But whenever we film, what we got to talk about, you don't want to miss next week. That's all.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss next.
And your reliable source, are they from the UK or US?
US.
Okay. All right. Man, them. That's time. Essuman won. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to make no more racial comments and that like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fam, I don't know. I got a what's it called, bro? We got a timeline before we get completely cancelled, fam.
Itoma's mixed race as well. I didn't even realize. You know, he speaks Slovak.
Slovakian. He's from Slovakia.
He's born in Slovakia. Look at him. Peace out, Balagan. Look at these highlights. Man, I'm going to catch you in a bit. Love you and leave you. Peace up. A-Town down.